Hey, shalom, 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 family. Once again, you're not under the sounds of the voice of Kahan Tazadok. This is Yahweh's work. We're going to go into some history tonight. As you see, a lot of the so-called members of the true disciples of Christ are not tuning in. They're probably celebrating New Year's Day also. A lot of these dudes just front, man. Real talk. A lot of these people, what I'm learning, man, I don't trust anyone but my damn self, man, when it comes to, what's what, man. But we're going to go into some real history this evening, man. And a lot of you, you're going to be baffled about some of the things that you've actually been celebrating. A lot of people, they pretend to know a lot of this stuff I'm about to cover. But pretty much most of you just keep reciting Jeremiah 10:2. And some of you, you learn that since you actually been coming around TDOC. So, I know Benaiah, the bull's about to go up a few hours from now. You got these Negroes and niggerettes, they're going to be firing, bullets off in the sky, talking about a new year in the dead of winter. Now, how in the heck is it a new year in the dead of winter? And according to their calendar, most of you are about to go into the same damn paradigm that you was in 2020. Most of you are. So we're going to touch on these so-called holy days. The word holiday, to those of you that's unaware, means holy day. What's holy about these days that we're going to go over, Benaiah? I'm not going to call Marty Mom. I'm not going to call none of them because if they want to be here, I shouldn't have to call people. I'm done doing that stuff, man. They got the notification just like Benaiah did. Hey, Shalom, Jimmy Alicia. Are you still in the DR? Dominican Republic? Nevertheless, man, a lot of you, man, there's no hope for you. Because even with this, even after you learn this, you're still going to continue to partake in this wickedness. Now, we're going to go into the origin of pagan holidays. And the origin of these days are evil. So this is a True Disciples of Christ Bible study. And as you all say, Happy New Year, huh? But we're going to find out about that. We're going to find out about that. Now, first of all, giving all praises to the Elohim of our forefathers, of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. His proper names is Yahweh Yahweh Shah. Everything that we're about to give you is through the Spirit to those that can receive it. To those that can't receive it, then good riddance. Shalom, Raymond. If you got your Bible, you could come on in the room. Could use another reader besides the good Benaiah, since he's the only one decided to show up. I don't know what's going on with the good brother Israel, man. He playing the back now. Nevertheless, man, let's go ahead and get the book of Exodus 20, verse 1, 2, 3. Let's go ahead and get the thumbs up, man. That should be a dead given, man. If you come in the room, show some appreciation. Give a thumbs up, man. Must I say the same thing every time? Where's Shaw, man? Someone getting drunk?
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom, King.
Got the Exodus.
Where is it? Malachi. I sent Malachi the link. I sent the link to Yashabim. I sent it to Marty. Typical people, man.
Well, I know you sent the text in the chat, so everybody saw that. So,
Come.
I don't know how else you missed that. I figured we would have one today.
Yeah, man, because I don't want these Negroes to be getting damn drunk, man. They with their family. You know what's going on, man. They with their family. They with their family.
Yeah, well, this is I'd rather show this to my family and tell them why not to celebrate these hell days than celebrate a hell day with them. You know what I mean? So.
3 foot. Come on in the room, 3 foot. Go ahead, Benaiah. Pardon me.
Book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 1. And Yahweh spake all these words, saying, I am the supreme Elohim, Yahweh, which have brought thee out of the land of Mizraim, out of the house.
Malachi said he's moving. Malachi said he's moving. What the heck does that mean? Someone just came in and fell right back out. Pardon me, man.
Are you good? I think I saw Yashabim up in the chat earlier anyway.
Yeah, I saw him over there. He's probably out working or something. Go ahead, okay.
Verse 3, thou shalt have no other Elohim before me.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 4, thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in the Shemayim above, or that is in the airs beneath, or that is in the water under the earth.
Con. Yeah, that's good on that. So, Malachi, you said you were moving?
Oh no, I was just like, like in the military when they call you and stuff.
Yeah, I sent you the link, man, with the other ones, man. Good looking on that the donation, man, for the tights, but in the future, man, it's better to meld those, man. I've been asking Yashabim and Richard not to send those anymore, man, on Cash App or PayPal. It's better to just, go ahead and mail them the way that you mail the other thing, man, but I appreciate it. Oh, I thought you meant you was actually physically moving. I'm like, oh, all right. So when Christians celebrate these so-called holy days, these holidays of the system, they are in violation of the Most High's commandments. So this stream right here is for all of you. I know some of you still going to do it, man. You're still going to do it, and your judgment's coming to you. Judgment is coming to you, you and your children, man. So, but this right here is to give you edification of the most celebrated holidays in this world. And these holidays, they violate the first commandment of the sovereign power, Yahweh. These commandments was given to Moshe on Mount Sinai, and explain why the servants of Yahweh refuse to acknowledge or celebrate, or should refuse to acknowledge and celebrate these pagan holidays. Let's get the book of Luke, Malachi. Let's get the book of Luke 16, verse 13. Luke 16, verse 13. If you got a sword on you. So these Christian holidays, essentially, I'm telling you, man, all of you, Raymond, all of you that previously celebrate these holidays, They're nothing but ancient pagan feasts that was ushered in by the Roman Catholic Church. I'm gonna hit you something. A lot of you so-called Hispanic people, you love following Roman Catholicism. Some of you Negroes also, but just about every damn so-called Hispanic that you know, man, is into Roman Catholicism. They got the rosary beads. They're paying worship to the so-called Virgin Mary and so on and so forth. All of these paganistic holidays are worshiped into Christianity by the Roman Catholic Church during the rule of Emperor Constantine, who was a so-called black man, by the way. See, Constantine was a pagan sun worshiper who had a so-called Christian experience. And then he wanted to unite his empire, both Christians and pagans together. That's what you really are, man. You're nothing but pagans. And if after this live stream, you're gonna realize that every single one of you that's using that Nyman Christian or Christianity, you're gonna realize that these are paganistic rituals. And how did Constantine achieve this? He achieved this by rewriting history and renaming pagan feasts with Christian names. That's how he got you. Go ahead, Malachi.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 16, verse 13. No servant can serve two masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or else he will hold to the one and despise the other.
Why did I have the good brother to read that, man? Because that goes to say, all of you, especially the so-called black woman, the so-called black woman love to say, "Oh, that's not the reason I do it." The brother Malachi just read, no servant could serve two masters. So either you're doing it or you're not doing it. Because if you're celebrating it, then you're serving the God of this world, which is High Shaitan. From there, let's get the book of Amos, Benaiah 5 and 21. The book of Amos 5 and 21. So-called New Year's Day, then so-called Valentine's Day is coming right up. You see it in the store now, man. I went in the store today. You got damn hearts and everything. Little white babies with bow and arrows, buck naked, everything in the stores today.
Since Tuesday. Oh.
Look at Amos chapter 5, verse 21. I despise your feast days.
What did the Most High say? Read it again, Benaiah.
I despise your feast
I'm gonna hit you
days.
something, man. A lot of you so-called Negroes today, you're eating a hog head and black-eyed peas, ham, pumpkin pie, sweet potato pie, apple pie. You collard greens. Well, whatever that. What does that have for so-called New Year's Day, Benaiah?
Yeah, they got the fried chicken, collard greens, and
Oh, they do fried chicken too?
Hoppin' John downstairs right now.
Damn.
Right now.
I didn't know they had fried chicken on New Year's Day. I thought they had ham and all of that. I thought they eat high up on the hog on so-called New Year's.
I told him to stop eating ham, so at least the pork ain't down there.
Fried chicken, man. See that? See that? Okay, so Most High said he hate these feast days. Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's Day, Easter, Sunday, huh? Getting together for a Sunday dinner, huh? Baby doll. So we're going to go into, since it's coming up real quick in February, first we're going to start off with this so-called Valentine's Day. The 14th day of February was a paganistic holiday, right? Which honor someone by the name of Juno. Juno was the queen of the Roman gods, as well as the goddess, the so-called black woman. She loves to call herself a goddess, Benaiah. I'm a queen. You ain't a damn thing but the queen of heaven. You don't hear no Israelite women anywhere in the Bible acknowledging themselves. I'm a queen. This all goes back to Juno, who was a queen of the Roman gods, as well as goddesses of women in marriage. Don't believe me? Go and check it out for yourselves. See, studies have shown homosexuality, orgies, anal sex. I don't mean to be graphic, but this is historically proven. Wife swapping. They do it over there in Trinidad. Pedophilia and all types of sexual exploitations were the culture and customs of the Greeks and the Romans. Edomites. Cupid, you see this little Cupid on everything, on heart, little naked white Edomites and so on and so forth, with bow and arrows. Cupid is known as the love god. That's symbolic to a god. And the goddesses of love, Aphrodite, with Pan god of the woods. So Valentine's Day, pagans in Rome celebrated the evening of February the 14th and February the 15th as an idolatrous festival in honoring Lupercus. Anyone ever heard of Lupercus? Lupercus was the hunter of wolves. It was not until the reigns of Pope Glacius that the holiday became a Christian custom. A damn Pope did that. So as far back as 496, Pope Lucius changed Lupercanus on February the 15th to St. Valentine's Day. He changed it from February the 15th to St. Valentine's Day on the 14th. The original St. Valentine, the original one, was Nimrod. On the day in February, Semiramis, the mother of Nimrod, and also who became his wife, was said to have been purified and to have appeared for the first time in public with her son as the original mother and child. That's the song that you sing on Christmas. Silent night, holy night, around the young virgin, mother and child. That's talking about Nimrod and his mother. And when you delve deeper into Valentine's Day, there was a man by the name of Claudius. Claudius was a homosexual. Claudius had a crush on this young man. And so when the man did not take an interest in Claudius summons to have the man heart castrated. This is where the practice of sending the hearts to people come from, red hearts. He had his heart castrated, and then he melded to the man's lover in a box on February the 14th. And so you continue to follow these customs of St. Valentine's Day. That's the origin of it. A strike one for all the, and some of you still going to do it, man. Some of you are still going to do it. You run out and get Eve all of these damn gifts like that guy Melvin. That guy Melvin we was talking about last night. Simping, man. Stop simping, man, and get your minds right. You're not only simping, you're partaking in paganistic rituals. So, what else comes up? So-called Mother's Day, Father's Day. Let me tell you something, man. Every day is a day to honor your mother and your father. Someone get me that in the Ten Commandments. Honor your mother and your father so that your days will be longer in the land. Someone give me that. Go back to the book of Exodus, man. Give me that, man. Mother's Day. See, the origin of Mother's Day date back to the spring celebration in ancient Greece in honor of Rhea, wife of Cronus, the mother of all the gods and goddesses. It has evolved later into a day called Mothering Sunday, which was celebrated in England. See, all this stuff comes from Esau, man. And Esau got it from Nimrod. And Esau got it from ancient Babylon. It was celebrated on the fourth Sunday of what is known as Lent, what the so-called Christians call Lent. Father's Day, the actual beginning of Father's Day, are kind of sketchy. Now, there are several stories that I read on how this so-called holiday started. Now, while they are considered to be true, the most common and the most widespread story is that the June holiday that is known today as Father's Day is said to have started growing its root around 1909. And at that time, a woman by the name of Mrs. John B. Dodds, who lived in Spokane, Washington, campaigned for a Father's Day celebration. Her entrance in having an organized holy day for fathers was sparked after she heard a church sermon on the virtues of Mother's Day. Someone got that precept, man? Honor your mother and father.
Book of Exodus, chapter 20, verse 12. Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which Yahweh the Elohim giveth thee.
See that? See that, Benaiah? Every day is a day to honor father and mother. Every day. Again, Mother's Day date back to the ancient cultures in Greece and Rome. In both cultures, mother goddesses, the queen of heaven, that precept's in the Bible. You burn incense. You Israelites. Someone give me that that precept. The queen of heaven, man. They burn incense to the queen of heaven. Shalom, Marty. Someone get me that. Jeremiah 44:19. They burn incense to the queen of heaven. That's what I'm talking about, man. Jeremiah 44:19. So the queen of heaven, that's the goddess of goddesses. You Israelites is worshiping and you still worship. The queen of heaven was worshipped during the springtime with religious festivals. The ancient Greeks paid tribute to the powerful goddess Rhea, the wife of Cronus, known as the mother of gods, also known as the queen of heaven. Now, similarly, evidence of a 3-day Roman festival in mid-March was also celebrated. Hilaria, honoring the Roman goddess Magna Mater, or also known as Great Mother. That dates back to 250 BCE. You understand? So as Christianity spread throughout Europe, the celebration of the Mother Church replaced the pagan tradition of honoring the mythological goddesses, the Queen of Heaven, the fourth Sunday in Lent, also known as weeping for Tammuz. Tammuz was Nimrod when he came back as his son. A 40-day fasting period before Easter is what that is. It became known as Mothering Sunday. And to show appreciation for their mothers, they often bought gifts or a mothering cake. Yeah, you Israelites are still making it. This is in the Bible, man. Someone got that precept, man?
This is the book of Jeremiah.
18.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 44, verse 19. And when we burned incense to the Queen of Heaven,
When you burn incense, this is talking about Israelites. You Israelites, you were wicked, and many of you still are wicked. This is why we can make stuff like this, lives like this, and tell you not to celebrate this stuff. It's paganistic, and your damn soul is gonna burn in Hades if you don't repent. You'll still do it. You still burn incense to the Queen of Heaven. And you damn you simple Jake women, God, I'm a black queen. And you simple Moors, you go around calling a woman queen, don't even know the origin of it. And partaking in astrology and all of that. Looking at the stars and all of that to tell time. Go ahead, King.
and poured out drink offerings unto her.
See that? And so now you see, Benaiah, you see these damn simple Negroes and someone die, and they pour out a little liquor. That's where they got this from. That's paganistic in origin.
Come.
You see how when someone died, they pour out, let me pour out a little more and remembrance of my homie. You simple damn bird brain. You know where that started at? Paying homage to idols. That's paganistic in origin. And you damn simple jakes, the only damn thing you keep doing is you repeat what someone else do. You don't know why you do it. You just do it. Yeah, I'm gonna pour out some little liquor and respect. That started from paganistic rituals. It's idolatry. Understand that. Someone get you finish that, Malachi?
Did we make her cakes to worship her?
See what we just read? They made cakes to her. I told you birthday cakes is all symbolic to moon worship. The birthday cake was made round originally because of the worship of the moon. So they made cakes to this Queen of Heaven. Yeah, King.
And pour out drink offerings unto her without our men.
Mm-hmm. From there, let's get Jeremiah 7 and 18. They're making these mothering cakes, and over time, it began to coincide with the celebration of the Mother Church. Mother's Day always fall on the second Sunday of May. I'll say that again. Mother's Day always fall on the second Sunday of May. And like so many other holidays, is rooted in pagan June. Usually fall on the day in honor of the most powerful God that they ever worshiped, which is the sun, which was Nimrod.
Book of Malachi, chapter 7, verse 18.
No, Jeremiah 7 and 18.
That's what I meant. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 7, verse 18.
Come.
The children gather wood, and the fathers kindle the fire.
See that?
And the women knead their dough to make cakes to the Queen of Heaven.
See that? See that, Malachi? So they were going wood and all that. They baking cakes to pay homage to the Queen of Heaven. This is what Mother's Day is all about. It's not about your mother. Every day is a day to honor father and mother. When you're celebrating this Mother's Day, this is what it goes back to, baby doll. Yeah, you damn right it's bad, baby doll. She say my cousin has an altar. She said it's for her ancestors. Where is that at? That's paganistic, man.
Come on. And to pour out drink offerings unto other gods.
See that?
That they may provoke me to anger.
So this is where Jake get it from, man. Pouring out a little drink. Let me pour out some 40. Pour out a little liquor. Tupac wrote a song about it, man. And you damn Negroes don't even know what you're doing. These rappers gonna send you damn Jake straight to Hades, man. And you won't stop. You don't think nothing's wrong with it. People just coming in and saying shalom, man. Next up, Halloween, man. All Hallows Eve, right? Now, the elements of the customs associated with All Hallows Eve, aka Halloween, can be traced to what is known as the Druid ceremony. This is during Christmas time, right? The Celts had festivals with two major gods, sun god and the god of the dead, whose name was Shamhan. I'm telling you something, man. This is where you Mexicans get it from, talking about some damn Cinco de Mayo, the Day of the Dead. You getting damn drunk, falling all over the damn place, celebrating dead people. That's paganistic in the origin, man. This goes back to Shamhan. This festival was held November the 1st, right? The beginning of the Celt New Year. Don't believe me? Go and check it out for yourself. So, as a result, the festival of the dead was gradually actually incorporated into Christianity, into a Christian ritual. Halloween, also known as All Saints Day, All Hallows Eve, it's followed by All Souls Day. All Souls Day happened on November the 2nd. Unless that was a Sunday, then it was on November the 3rd. See, this was another Roman Catholic adaptation of pagan festivals for the dead. So you got so-called Mexicans talking about Cinco de Mayo, the Day of the Dead, not knowing where it comes from. So what they would do is prayers for the dead are an integral part of the traditions of All Saints Day. They had All Saints Day services, which are scheduled in Catholic churches on November the 1st. Stop me where I'm lying, all you Catholics. And then on the next Sunday, Halloween gets its name from the Catholic holiday, All Saints Day, All Hallows Eve. See, it's a hallowed evening because it precedes All Hallows Day. Thus, Halloween. Halloween is a pagan holiday to honor the dead and to honor evil spirits. So when the so-called Mexicans, they celebrating Cinco de Mayo, you simple Negroes, and you other ones, you celebrating Halloween. Same thing. You're celebrating the dead and you're celebrating evil spirits. And to show how damn discombobulated you is, you dress your little sons and daughters up like ghosts and goblins. Knowing that clothes carry a vibration, man. You understand? So we are warned not to take part in customs and traditions of heathens, right? We're warned about stuff like this in the scriptures. Take heed to yourselves. So let's get Deborahim. Let someone get Deborahim 12, 30, and 31. Deuteronomy 12, 30, and 31. We're warned not to do this stuff, man. Jake does it anyways. Then he tries to justify it. This guy coming here speaking Spanish, man. Arnez. He probably got cut because what I'm saying about Mexicans celebrating some damn Cinco de Mayo. Someone got Deborahim, man. Your spirit gonna get cut if you come here with madness, man. Because the word of the Most High is gonna go forth. I don't give a damn who don't like it.
The book of Deborah, Deuteronomy chapter 12, verse 30 and 31. Take heed to thyself that thou be not snared by following them.
Okay, don't be put in a trap by following them. And this is what you're doing, Yasha Allah. You're following these nations, man. You're snared. A snare is a trap. So you're following a damn trap, and a lot of you damn dodos. I'm gonna call you what you are, man. You damn dodos. You can't wait tonight to bust your damn gun in the sky, celebrating damn New Year's Day. You do the same damn thing on the 4th of July. You can't wait, man. In the dead of damn winter, you think it's the new year. Go ahead, King.
After that, they be destroyed from before thee, and that thou inquire not after their gods, saying, how did these nations serve their gods? Even so will I do likewise.
Ordinance, get the hell up out of here, man. Get out of here, man. Get out of this room. Tell me I stand correctly. What the hell are you? Some kind of damn dark skinned Mexican or something? Get out of here, man. I ain't got no time. You don't want to learn. Get the heck up out of here. Let me block him, man. Got no time for no damn foolishness, man. How Shaitan's always sending one of his agents. He talking about that's not what damn Cinco de Mayo is, man. I seen these damn Mexicans out here drunk, falling all over the damn place, man. They falling all over the streets of New York every damn Cinco de Mayo, getting drunk. God, man, you no time for these damn unclean spirits, man. Go and shoot your damn gun, waste your damn ammo, so Esau could bust a damn cap in your ass once you're empty. Simple as hell, man.
Verse 31, thou shalt not do so unto Yahweh the Elohim, for every abomination to Yahweh which he hateth have they done unto other gods.
Come.
For even their sons and their daughters they have burnt in the fire to their gods.
See that? To their deities, man. And so Cinco de Mayo and Halloween is a perfect example of this passage that Yashabin just read, man. What it's referring to, man. Pagans serve their gods by honoring evil spirits on Halloween and on Cinco de Mayo, man. They did this by dressing up like evil spirits. You dress your children like it, man. And giving offerings to evil spirits. This is why candy is given out on Halloween. That represents an offering that they're giving to evil spirits. This is why your children dress like ghosts and goblin. Your children are representing the evil spirits that you're giving offerings to, you simple damn dodos. This is what you're doing. When you give them candy, the candy is symbolic to you giving an offering to those children just like evil spirits. Some of you damn adults dress up like it, man. They've been on the damn train in New York, grown-ass Edomites dressed up in damn Halloween costumes, man. That's what it's all about, man. That's what the candy I'm giving out is all about, man. It's an offering for evil spirits. And the phrase trick or treat was attributed to this practice because pagans believed that evil spirits would do something bad, meaning play a trick to them, if they did not leave their offerings, which was the treat, candy. That's what it's all about. I'd rather honor the Most High, man. I'd rather honor the Most High. You see that? Most of you jakes don't know this stuff, man. Oh, ain't nothing wrong with, man. I send my children out get candy. And you're sending their damn souls to Hades, man. Keep thinking nothing's wrong with it. I don't know why I did. I just do it because everyone else do it. Next up, Thanksgiving. Just had it, huh? Black Friday the next day. You sit down, you eat yourself until you're stuffed. They free the damn turkey until the turkey can't eat no more, then they kill it. Then make you eat it. Thanksgiving. The Romans celebrate their Thanksgiving early in October. The holiday was actually dedicated to the goddess of harvest. I ain't got no damn thing about do with the so-called Native Americans, man. They celebrate this damn thing way before that. The goddess of harvest was Ceres. And the holiday was called Cyrilia. The Christians took over Rome, the so-called Roman holiday, right? You Christians took it over, right? And it became well established by Edomites in England, where some of the Roman customs and rituals for this day was actually observed long after the Roman Empire has disappeared. Now, in England, the harvest home has been observed continuously for centuries. Anyone that's living in England, you know I'm not lying. So the custom was to select a harvest queen for the holiday. She was decorated with the grain of the fields and the fruit of the trees. So on Thanksgiving, she was pardoned through the streets in a carriage drawn by white horses. And this was a remnant of the Roman ceremonies in honor of Ceres. The pilgrims, the Edomites. Now I'm telling you how it got here. You see a lot of you damn jakes. You only know half of history. You thought that it started with the what they call so-called damn Native Americans. Nah, man. It was the pilgrims. The pilgrims brought the harvest into Massachusetts. You understand? So the harvest queen represented the queen of heaven. Goes right back to biblical times, man. That we read in the Bible earlier. It's idolatrous about Semiramis, Nimrod's wife and mother. So the idea underlying this celebration did not originate with them. The Thanksgiving Day, it was also known by other names. Also known by some other names. It was virtually all people who came to America since 1492 is known what this thing meant, because they celebrated it in England. They celebrated the day in England, man, before they capitalized it on so-called Native Americans. It became apparent that the day of Thanksgiving is a custom in almost all the countries of Europe. They didn't just start here. And it usually has to do with harvest, the planting of crops, or their gathering of the crops, and it's observed in rural districts rather than in cities. You understand? So the pagans in Rome celebrated their Thanksgiving in early October. The holiday was dedicated to the goddess of harvest. You understand? The Catholic Church took it over. They took over these paganistic practices, and this is why you celebrate it today. It became well established in England. Esau brought it here to America. See, in our hemisphere, among the Aztecs that was in Mexico, Aztecs are so-called black people, man. Israelites. They weren't Mexicans, man. When you understand true history. The harvest took on a grimmier aspect, right? Each year, a young girl, a representation of the goddess of the new corn, was beheaded. That's what they done, man. They beheaded her. And the Pawnees also sacrificed a girl. Now, in a more temperate mood, the Cherokees of America's Southeast dance the green corn dance and begin the new year at the harvest end. It's all paganistic, man. You understand? It's all paganistic, man. So they felt right at home with their pilgrims' fathers on that day in 1621. So obviously the idea of Thanksgiving did not just pop up in the mind of the Edomites when they got here. It dates way back to ancient Babylon, the worship of Semiramis. That's the origin of it. See that? What about Easter Sunday, man? What can you guys tell me? That's coming up. What can you guys tell me about Easter Sunday, Joe Moore? What about Easter Sunday, baby door? Life is what you make it. What's the origin of that? Miracles happen. Can't stand them, huh? But you ready to celebrate and bust your gun tonight, man? Anybody know the origin of Easter Sunday? Ishtar, also known by biblical name Semiramis, later called the Queen of Heaven. When he taught Ishtar, You're still talking about Semiramis, the queen of heaven. She was the widow of Nimrod. First, she was his mom. Then she became his wife. Then she became his widow. The mother of Tammuz, who was supposedly Nimrod after he came back, after he became the son and impregnated her. He came back as Tammuz. This is where all of you Christians, all you people in the world that have a Trinity, it came from this. It dates back to ancient Babylon. All of it, the Egyptology, all of that, it dates back to ancient Babylon. See, Easter is the bare-breasted pagan fertility goddess of the East. That's what it really is. And the way that the legend has it is that she came out of heaven in a giant egg. This is why you got a damn Easter egg and all of that. Landing in the Euphrates River at sunrise on the first Sunday. This is where you damn Christians get sunrise service from. After the vernal equinox, busted out, turned a bird into an egg-laying rabbit. This is where you get the story from, man. Now you know why they got our damn rabbit involved. And so to honor this event, the pagan sun worshippers will go out early in the morning and face the east to watch the sun god, Ra, also known as Nimrod, over the horizon before having a mass. You know what Christians call mass? That's a sacrifice, man. That's all illuministic, man. That goes back to the papacy, man. And before that goes back to Nimrod. So in mass, the priest of Easter would sacrifice 3-month-old infants, right? And take the eggs of Easter and dye them in those babies' blood, in those infants' blood. This is why your customs of coloring damn eggs come from. If you didn't know, now you know. The blood red colored eggs would later hatch on December the 25th. December the 25th, Nimrod's birthday. The same day, her son Tammuz, the reincarnated sun god, aka Nimrod, would be born. Not Hamashiach. So now you know the truth, man. Now you know the truth. How convenient. Then they create a Jesus story because they know you don't know. So Easter married her son. Remember, Ishtar is also Semiramis, the queen of heaven. She married her son Tammuz, who was, by legend, the reincarnated sun god. Tammuz went pig hunting and was gored to death by a wild boar, just like those wild boars be trying to kill Terrence. He was gored to death by a wild boar, and that is why pagans eat ham on Easter Sunday. It's in remembrance to Tammuz, because Tammuz was killed when he was 40 years old. Pagans fast one day for each year that he lived, leading in to Easter. And this practice is known as weeping for Tammuz by the pagans, but they call it Lent by you so-called Roman Catholics. Do you understand? Let's go ahead and get the thumbs up, man. Don't come in the room, don't give a thumbs up, man. Easter. Go and look it up in an encyclopedia, man. I can't make this stuff up. I can't make it up. So many of these pagan customs celebrating the return of spring, it gravitated to Easter. The egg is the emblem of germinating life of early spring. That's why they use the egg. The rabbit is a pagan symbol that has always been an emblem of fertility. The Two Babylons. Go and read the book, man. The Two Babylons by Alexander Hyssop, right? He cites important parts that what does the term Easter mean? It is not a Christian name. it bears its Chaldean origin on its very forehead. Easter is nothing else than Ashtre, one of the titles of Beltis, the Queen of Heaven, whose name, as found by Layard on the Assyrian monument, is Ishtar. Such is the history of Easter. The popular observance that still attend the period of Babylonian character. The hot cross buns of Good Friday and the dyed eggs of Pesach or Easter Sunday, which is supposed to be the Passover, man. That's a Chaldean ritual, man. Do you understand? Which brings us to what you just finished celebrating. Everybody all right? You all right, Melika? You got something you want to bring up? Tranisma Navidad. What you got, Marty? What you got, Marty?
Man, all good, kind. I'm just tuned in, man. I'm
Yeah, that's tuned in, huh? What you got,
I'm listening.
I'm learning a lot while you're going, and then like while you're talking, it's just reminding me of like, you know, like when my mother was trying to force me into coming by on Thanksgiving, and I kept on telling her like why I don't celebrate it. And then even my brothers was just like, oh, like you don't have to celebrate it. You can just show up, you know. That's the one day where all of us are taking time off of work to spend time together as a family. And I'm like, man, I come and I visit you guys. Like I try to visit you guys at least once a week, and you never want to like really try and spend time with me. And now you're picking this specific day. I was like, man, like I'd rather just take my chances, you know, like and just wait. Like I'm like, I don't want to have nothing to do with that. But you know,
tell you what, you know what you should do? Send them this video when we're done. Send them this live when we're done.
Oh,
Let them go and check it out for themselves, man. They're gonna find out everything I'm saying is right and exact, man. Christmas. The observance of Christmas. They just finished doing it. It's not relevant to the Messiah. I'm sure everyone knows that. It's not relevant to the Messiah's birth. It began over 4,000 years ago. 2 millenniums before the birth of the Messiah. Christmas was still being celebrated. See, this day was chosen to celebrate pagan festivals in addition to the sun god worship, Nimrod. The birth of the Messiah was assigned the same birth dates as the birth of the winter solstice, December the 25th, which is also the birthday of the pagan Roman god Mithra, right? Let's get Jeremiah chapter 10, verse 1 to 4. Jeremiah 10, 1 through 4. Everybody know it. You read it before. We're going to read it again. Motivation. Rob Carpenter. Jeremiah speaking about the Christmas tree, man.
Book of Jeremiah, chapter 10. Hear ye the word which Yahweh speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith Yahweh, learn not the way of the heathen.
You don't learn the way of these nations, man. Don't learn the way of these pagans, but you're still doing it. That's why Malachi's family trying to get him to come over. They wanted him to learn the way of the heathens, man. They've been telling you our Thanksgiving just for man. You know, that's not what the hell Thanksgiving meant, man. Little girls was getting beheaded, man, on Thanksgiving. Go ahead, King.
And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe.
See that?
They deck it with silver and with gold.
Yeah, you guys still doing this, man. You go over your mom's. She got up the tree. got a damn star on top of it and a damn picture of Cedro Bozier on the damn wall. And you sitting in there, ain't nothing wrong with it, man. Let's get together with your family. You're paying homage to paganistic rituals, and you wonder why these curses won't leave you behind, man.
They
And this
fasten it
de
with
facto is
nails.
pushing it hard, man. This de facto pushes it hard. They commercialized it. And you go out and spend all your damn fiat. Now you broke. The damn party's over after tonight. Now you're gonna be some damn broke Negroes and niggerettes. The party's over after tonight. You're gonna get drunk. They say, yeah, man. 21, I'm gonna bring it out. I'm gonna bring it in right. I'm gonna get drunk in the dead of damn winter. Then you're gonna wake up tomorrow. You're gonna remember, damn, I got all these bills. I spent all of this money. Then you're gonna go and get a damn high interest loan and start the year off in debt. Go ahead, King.
God. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not. They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must needs be born, because they cannot go. Be not afraid.
The reason, the whole thing about putting gifts under the damn tree is because Semiramis started the damn lie that after Nimrod died, that an evergreen tree sprung up overnight. And whoever didn't go and place gifts under the tree, the curse of Nimrod will come upon them. This is why you leave gift under the tree, man. That's what that's all about. And so these pagans, they begin to celebrate the rebirth of the sun. Remember, the sun god Ra is still Nimrod. That goes back to ancient Babylon. Because when he died, Semiramis said he re-rose as the sun. And he was the sun reflected down on her womb and impregnated her with Tammuz. So the pagans, they celebrate the rebirth of the sun. The Roman Saturnalia, that's a festival dedicated to Saturn, right? The god of agriculture and to renewed power of the sun. It also took place at this time, and some Christian customs throughout the world is rooted in these ancient pagan celebrations. Understand? The observance of Christmas is not of a divine appointment whatsoever, nor is its origin in the New Testament. See, the day of Hamashiach's birth cannot be ascertained from this madness that they put out to you guys, man.
God.
And most celebrated pagan holidays of them all is probably Christmas, man. It's worshipped by 70% of the population. Christmas in the world. That's the most celebrated one of them all. And what's interesting is all the people that celebrate this day, they say they have the truth. They say they have the truth. This is if you have a lie. Christmas, again, was celebrated by pagan sun worshippers for thousands of years before Hamashiach birth. It started during the building of the Tower of Babel. Nimrod supervised the operation, and he was called the sun god, and he was worshipped as such. And so to this end, this worship, Nimrod's uncle, Shem, Noah's eldest son, Nimrod was killed, right? And his body was cut into pieces and scattered his body parts across the land. Ishtar, Esther, also known by her biblical name, Semiramis, was the widow of Nimrod. She was called, once again, family, she was called the Queen of Heaven. And so she claimed to have been impregnated by Nimrod through the sun rays of the sun. And so later, a son by the name of Tammuz had a miraculous birth on December the 25th. This is what you guys are worshiping, man. See, pagans believe that Nimrod was reincarnated as Tammuz to Ishtar. And Semiramis, Ishtar, married her son Tammuz. This is what your Trinity comes from, all out the world. I don't care which one you call it. That's what your Trinity comes from. Pagan sun worship celebrated the birth date of reincarnated sun god on December the 25th. See, the scriptures are very clear, man. Scripture is very clear that we are not to celebrate any paganistic holidays. Let's get that Jeremiah 7 and 18 again. Jeremiah 7 and 18, man. Semiramis is the queen of heaven, man. Ishtar. See, the only difference is now those offering are left for Santa, who's really Satan himself. You understand? Santa equals Satan. Just unravel the words. It's the same word. Someone got that Jeremiah 7 and 18 again.
Oh, Jeremiah chapter 7, verse 18. The children gather wood, and the fathers kindle the fire.
See that?
And the woman knead their dough to make cakes to the queen of heaven.
Yeah, to Semiramis.
And to pour out drink offerings unto other gods, that they may provoke me to anger.
Someone get that Amos 3 and 21 again. So this is why Yahweh says, do not learn the ways of the heathens, of the Gentiles in Jeremiah 10 and 2. For the customs of the people are vain. You guys better get that in your heads, man. See, this passage, when we read Jeremiah 10 and 2, it's clear, man, that the passage is obviously referring to cutting down the Christmas tree and putting it in some sort of tree stand and then decorating it like you do. And so once you learn why it had become customary to use the erect evergreen tree that is pointed and decorated, you put big red balls on it, then you realize the extent of the perversion of this damn so-called holy day. See, the erect tree symbolizes Nimrod's erect masculinity. The tree was evergreen because evergreen trees are full of life the entire year round, like Nimrod's penis. You understand? The tree was pointed at the end, just like Nimrod's pecker. I don't mean be facetious, man, but I'm giving it to you real, man. The big red balls that dangle off the tree, well, you get the picture, man. This holiday is perversion at its best, man. Every sun god was born on December the 25th. Amun-Ra, Horus, Mitra, Tammuz, Zeus. They were all born on December the 25th. Now stop me where I'm lying at. See, if there was one day that the Messiah was not born, it was damn sure not December the 25th, man.
Come on. Book of Amos. Oh, come.
Go ahead.
Book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 21. I despise your feast days. and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies.
See that? Most High say he hate that thing, man. Most High hate that. I'm gonna hit you something, man. A lot of you celebrate Sunday service. What's the origin of that, Zebulon? What's the origin of that, Lena Birch? Sunday services. Where the hell they get that from, Benai? See, early believers kept Saturday, and we still do, as a Sabbath. But something mysterious happened in March the 7th, 321 CE, when Pope Constantine passed a law requiring all believers to worship on Sunday, the day of the pagans, that they worship the sun. That's the day that the pagans worship the sun god on Sundays. So believers still kept Saturday as a Shabbat until another law was passed 11 years later. The law literally signed into decree that Pope Constantine forbid believers to worship on the Shabbat. And if they did, it was punishable by death by the Roman Catholic Church. Now, you can't even call me a liar. That's your history of Roman Catholicism, Mikhail. That's the history of the papacy. And so many believers, many Israelites, was burned to death by the Catholic Church for keeping the Sabbath. He was burned to death, man. Sunday, how did he get his name? You can't even call me a liar, Mikhail. Go and check this stuff out that I'm telling you, man. You're going to find out everything I'm telling you is right in his act. But how did they come up with the damn name Sunday? It was named in honor of the pagan god, Sol Invictus. Sol Invictus. Solinvictus. Sol Invictus. Sunday is the first day of the week. Its English name is derived from the Latin dies solis, Sun's Day, the name of a pagan Roman holiday. See, in the early days of Christianity, Sunday began to replace the Shabbat. Again, the Roman Emperor Constantine the Great, he designated Sunday as the day of rest. Go and check it out, man. Encyclopedia, it's in there. Constantine the Great designated Sunday as the day of rest. Sunday is a Catholic institution, and its claim to observance can be defended only by Catholic principles, not by the Bible. See, from beginning to the end of the scriptures, there's nothing, not a single passage that warrants the transfer of weekly public worships from the last day of the week, Saturday, which is the Sabbath, to Sunday, the first day of the week. Not one thing, man. Sunday is known as the first day of the week, man, also known as the English name Sunday. Its German name was Sonntag. Sonntag. And that derives from Latin. Dies solis, Sun's Day, the name of a pagan Roman holiday. Let's get the book of Revelations, 1 verse 10, man. Book of Revelations, 1 verse 10. See, Sunday is referred to as what? Let's read. Revelations 1 and 10.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 1, verse 10. I was in the spirit on the Elohim's day, and heard behind me a great voice as of a trumpet, saying, I am the Alpha and Omega, the first and the last. And what thou seest, write in a book.
Mm-hmm.
And it said unto the 7 churches which are in Asia, unto Ephesus, and unto Samaria, and unto Pergamos, and unto Thyatira, and unto Sardis, and unto Philadelphia, and unto
Yeah, that's good on that. That's good on that. So this all goes back to Saul Invictus, man. From the Council of Lacedonia, AD 363. This decree is quoted from the Council of Nicaea. The name Sunday is derived from the pagan sources, man, in its entirety. So they divide in the calendar into 7 days of the week. That was done by Babylonian astrologers. And from them, the plan went into Egypt. See, these Egyptians got a lot of you Israelite fool, and they talk, well, our history comes out of Egypt. That's a damn lie, man. It comes out of Babylon. So from Babylon, it went into Egypt, where the days were named for planets, one for sun. And so then by 250 AD, this particular method of reckoning time had become well established throughout the civilized world. You understand? So after Christianity had actually been planted in Northern Europe, people substituted the names of the gods for the Egyptian titles. And so as a result, we have Tuesday. That was Woden's day. Wednesday. That was Thor's day. You understand? Woden's Tuesday to his day became known as Tuesday. Well, we already know Monday is from the moon god. To his day, Tiwesd day became known as Tuesday. Woden's day became known as Wednesday. Thor's day became known as Thursday. You understand? But the first day continued to be called Sun's Day, largely because the Emperor Constantine, by a royal decree in 321 CE, made Solus Day the day of the sun, honoring the god Sol Victus. You can find that in Zanderban's Bible dictionary. So in 150 AD, Justin, man by the name of Justin, on that day called Sunday, there's a gathering together in the same place of all who live in the city, and they conduct rituals. They all would assemble together the day of the sun, first day of the week. Do you understand? This was just Sunday worship come from, man. You worship the sun. Sun. Then they had something called sunrise service. Where did that come from? The rising of the sun. This is where Christians have sunrise service and sunset service. It was the worship of the sunrise and sunset. You don't even know where they have it in Christianity, man. That's why you have it there, man. Going all the way back to Constantine. So what are you guys going to do, man? You're going to continue to celebrate it? Then you have New Year. New Year's Day. Someone get Titus 1 and 14. And someone get 2 Corinthians 11, 13 through 15. So now tonight, they have New Year's. New Year's Day is dedicated to the two-faced god, Janus. It was first observed in 153 BC. Then it was venerated by Julius Caesar in 46 BC. You understand? That's your origin of what you call a New Year.
Book of Titus, chapter 1, verse 14. Not giving heed to Jewish fables and commandments of men.
You're following fables, man. You're following the commandments of men. You're following fables.
That turn from the truth.
and you're not following the truth, man. You're not following the truth. So you guys better come back home, man. Go ahead and repent, man. Let's get 2 Corinthians 11. 2 Corinthians 11, 13 through 15.
Look at 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 13. For such are false apostles, deceitful workers, transforming themselves into the apostles of Christ.
This is what they're doing to you guys, man. This is what the papacy is doing to you guys, man. They have you guys following this, and you think nothing's wrong with it, man. But I'm telling you, man, if you don't repent, your ass is condemned. You're condemned. The Most High got something for you, man. So you can't say you don't know, man. So all you that was planning on celebrating New Year's Day tonight, man, forget about it. Like the grease ball say, forget about it. I wouldn't do that if I was you. I wouldn't do that. All of this is paganistic in origin, man. It's time to come back and repent, man.
Did you finish that out, Benaniah?
Verse 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 14. And no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. Verse 15. Therefore it is no great thing if his ministers also be transformed as the ministers of righteousness.
See that?
Whose
You
end
think these people are righteous, man? You think your TDJs, your Joel Osteens and all these other people out here, you think they're ministers of righteousness, man? Satan transformed himself as an angel of light, and you guys are following it, man. You guys are following this vibration, man. These men are coming with demons, man. This is where you people haven't changed, man. This is where you're going to do filth and wipe your damn mouth like you haven't done nothing. Look at that boy Melvin, man. You remember how he was bad-mouthing us, Yashabin, when he was a part of TDOC? He came back, man. He came back crawling on his knees. You saw it, Marty, because he did.
That's wild.
He's talking all that jazz, man. They had to come back, man. To the very one, they always come back, Marty. Remember them damn series, sometimes they come back? They always come back, man. They always come back, man. And when they come back, they gotta come humble, Marty. Like the damn prodigal son. Father, Father, forgive me, for I've sinned, and I'm not worthy to be called your son. He must have thought I was gonna say, bring wide the gates. Melvin is back. Hell no, man. Now you reap what you sow. He sowed that, now he's reaping it. You see that, Marty? That's how the Most High work, man. You can't mess with the man of the Most High, man. Someone get Malachi 2 and 6 and 7. Let me show you something, man. You can't mess with the man of the Most High, man. The Most High protect his men.
Book of Malachi, chapter 2, verse 6 and 7. The law of truth was in his mouth.
See that?
And iniquity was not found in his lips.
I was trying to give him the law of truth way back. I think this is 2 years ago, Yashabin.
Yep, year and a half ago. Yep, almost 2. He walked with me in peace and equity, and did turn many away from iniquity. For the priest's lips should keep.
You can't even call me a liar, Marty Mark. I turned David through the spirit away from iniquity. What did he do? Go. Like a dog when he vomit. He went right back. Ricky Davis. He was an old drunk zero when he came around here. Turned him away from iniquity. How does he show appreciation? Got a demon on him. A damn demon jumped on him. He'll be back. But when he come back, he's going to come back as a prodigal son, man. How the hell you teaching people you jump? And the scriptures tell you not to. Don't even teach the word when you jump, man. He out here trying to teach people. He online jump.
That's wild. No way.
No, but he got every time he
Yeah.
remember what he was saying, Marty? I got my own assembly. I don't have to be here. Who in the hell gonna follow you? A bunch of junk fools? He kept saying that. He was a laughing stock, man. I mean, even everyone knew what to say, man. When he would come on, Marty said, "Come on, David, tell us what to do." It wasn't even making sense, man. He would always come on way off damn topic.
Every time.
We're talking about apples. This guy is come on talking about lemons. Come on.
But you can tell when he started to sober up, man.
Yeah.
He got serious. You know, you started looking in his eye. Matter of fact, after we when we left from Boston, man.
That Day of Atonement, man.
Yep,
the Day of Atonement, man. The Most High put a spirit on him, man.
Yeah.
And he didn't appreciate it, so the Most High removed it, man. Now he turned his hand from the plow. He's not worthy of the kingdom, man.
And the same thing where the Catholic Church has established these holy days that are really hell of a days to pay homage to these pagan deities from thousands of years before. There was a time in it was in Second Maccabee where they were trying to outlaw worshiping on the Sabbath day and putting folks to death.
Come.
So this has been going. This is not anything new. This has been going on for years in the making. So the folks that I'm for the Jakes that have access and that know about the Apocrypha, but still go back and looking at the history of Second Mac. I think that's 5:25 and 26, and Second Mac 6 and 6. And then the teaching that you're bringing out, how could you remain the same? How could you continue to choose to be blind and numb to that which is good and continue to do it anyway? Not worthy of the kingdom.
Hey, someone get the book of Luke 15, verse 11, man.
They're already popping off. They've been popping off over here since about 7 o'clock.
What's popping up?
They shooting.
So someone get Luke 15, 11. Malachi, get Luke 15, verse 11. I'm gonna show you David, Melvin, and everyone else that came back. You remember that guy? What's the dude name? The one that you was training Yashabin? He gave you a 180, a complete 180. Just start bugging out. I don't forgot the damn guys. Oh yeah,
Morgan
Freeman. Yeah.
That was interesting.
And you had the damn guy Ken Shard.
That guy. Wow. I mean, you showed that dude mad love, man, and he was like.
But he's a little off. He was on medication. They had him on medication. They had locked him up in a psych ward.
That's crazy. So the tire went through his window.
Yep.
Driving that tractor trailer.
They got mad about that when I told him that was a warning from the Most High, man.
He just like to make
the
it.
Tire came off of the truck, Yashabin, and went inside the damn window. Why is he driving? The tire. What's the chances of that, Malachi? You driving down the damn interstate, the tire comes off the damn truck, and it rolls inside the damn window and crushed the window, almost killed him. I told him that was a warning from the Most High, man. You better take heed. You're doing something wrong. Something's not going right in your life, man.
Next thing you know, he's gonna be starring in Final Destination if he don't stop. If he don't listen. But this is the book of Luke, chapter 15, verse 11. And he said, a certain man had two sons.
Mm-hmm.
And the younger of them said to his father, Father, give me the portion of goods that falleth to me.
This is what David did, Marty. Marty, you there? Come on, Marty. I know you there. Speak up, Marty.
Elder Marty, where you at?
Oh, yeah, I'm right here, brother. Shoot, everything we talked about, is a very serious thing to me because when we learn better, we do better. And this
Now, we're
form
talking
has
about
really,
the boy David, Marty, when you call him, man.
David,
He
David,
wanted
I messed
he
up.
wanted all of his belongings, and he wanted to leave like the
Yeah,
prodigal.
well, we talked about that, man. People, it's a certain way you're supposed to approach things, man, with dignity and honor. And when you don't do that and they know the venue, even when they come in with their mitts stretched out, man, people know that, so they get what they get, man. David, he did that to himself. I miss the brother, but that's what's up, man.
Go ahead, Malachi.
That falleth to me. And he divided unto his living. And not many days after, the younger son gathered all together and took his journey into a far country. And there wasted his substance with riotous living.
That's what he's doing. He going off with his brother now. His brother just got out of prison. He probably getting drunk. His brother probably hitting him off for some money. He listens to his damn niece. You understand what I'm saying? Just like the prodigal son. Go ahead, read.
And when he spent all, there arose a mighty famine in that land. And he began to be in want.
He didn't tell his brother go broke. Go ahead.
And he went and joined himself to a citizen of that country. And he sent him into the fields to feed swine. And he would fain,
pigs, man. He out there feeding pigs.
and he would fain have filled his belly with the husk that the swine did eat. And no man gave unto him. And when he came
He
to
hit rock bottom, man. He hit rock bottom. That's what it takes, man. That's what happened with Melvin, man. He had to hit rock bottom. That's when they come back.
Yeah.
He eat that hush, man, that the damn swine was eating. That's what it takes, man. Some of them gonna hit the bottom, Marty. You gotta stop feeling sorry for these people, man. They claim they want to live right, man. They don't really want to live right. You got people today, man. We'll see, man, how many people they celebrating these days, even though we put this out. We'll see.
I think Tupac was getting to a lot of them. The whole only God can judge me. They're probably gonna look at this and be like, what is Tazadak and Yashabim, Benaiah, Marty? What do all of them know? They don't know anything. Only God's gonna judge me. That's it.
Yeah.
And them Negroes gonna die too. In that same stupid behind belief. I'll send this video to a number of folks.
Anyone got anything? Come on the room. The link's in the room, man. The saints are gonna judge angels, Malachi. So they off on that. They off on that. When they say only God could judge me, that's a Negro that don't understand the scriptures, man. That's a Negro that's out of his mind, man, and doesn't understand the scriptures, man. Let's get 1 Corinthians 1 Corinthians 6:2.
What a coincidence. Book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 6, verse 2. Do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world?
See that, Malachi? So the saints are going to judge the world. Read on.
And if the world shall be judged by you, are ye unworthy to judge the smallest matters?
You see that? So let him keep saying only God could judge me.
No,
God
ye not.
Nebulous, man. God is nebulous, a dog-headed female.
Know ye not that we shall judge angels? how much more things that pertain to this life.
Come. So there you go right there, Malachi. Anyone got anything? Come on in the room, man. You got something you want to bring out? Go ahead. Now's the time. Anyone on the call got something you want to bring out? Now is the time. It's open. The floor is open. Some of you, I know you're still going to try and celebrate these hell of a days, man. Bad mistake. Surely someone got something, man.
I was about to say, somebody got to have something.
Negroes never have nothing to say, man. Just, you know, they think this is entertainment, man. This is about salvation. This is not entertainment, man.
Yeah, I actually just, I got on here a few minutes late. I was mounting a 50-inch television, and it was a customer that I had previously, and I just threw it out there. I had my son with me. I was like, hey, did you do that research or look into that stuff, you know, about what was written or about the stuff that you know that you're eating? I brought that up because this lady walked up one flight of steps, and she was tired. And this wasn't a big woman, not at all. So when she left, my son was like, he was like, so what do you think they're going to go eat? I was like, well, they don't eat like we do. I was like, I kind of already gave them a spill the last time when they had questions. You know what I'm saying? Pointed them right toward the truth, just like we do here. And still go right back to the same stuff that's causing your condition, whether it be physical, whether it be in debt, jacked up relationships, and especially not following the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. I'm telling you, if you do that, all the commandments, now this is my personal experience, it provides life. Why would you not do that thing that gives you life? Keep the Shabbat day. Eat clean food. You know, follow those instructions on the commandments. Keep the feast days, because the feast days keep you in remembrance of why we do what we do. We're supposed to be learning so that way we don't repeat, so that way the bad stuff in our past from our forefathers doesn't repeat. And it's promoting more life. Oh, that's wild. People just in awe at probably what you look like from the outside or the possessions that you have. But most folks ain't really about that life. Not at all. That's all I got.
Anyone out there have anything? It would behoove you to talk instead of going trying to slide off and celebrate this damn hell of a day. Some of you probably got a damn full stomach because you've been celebrating it already. You're just waiting for this. You try and stay up until 12:01 a.m. and you're going to do the countdown. You're probably watching the damn thing, the ball in New York City. And some of you other ones, you're watching damn football. Most High gonna put some stuff in your life, man. You guys better repent, man. Quick. This is nothing but entertainment to a lot of these people, man. Where's that damn new guy at, man?
They about to be saying cheers with a whole 6-pack of Bud Light, thinking to themselves like, you know what, Tazadaka is right about a lot of stuff, but I'm just gonna take another year of being a debtor. You know,
Yep.
I'm gonna change and become a creditor in 2022. And then when New Year's come around for that time, they're gonna be like, you know what, 2023, we're gonna do it then.
They might die in that. They might die in that sin, America. They might die in it. What you got, Raymond? I seen you in the room in the beginning, man. Well, the link's been posted in the room. Let me remind everyone, man, that there's going to be a webinar this weekend from 12 noon to 6 p.m. Saturday and Sunday. Pretty much discharge of obligations, 1099s, 1099 OID, 1099 Alpha, 1096, 1040, and also the EFT. So you definitely want to go ahead and attend that. Get your mind right and have the success that and others have heard. Eric, you got some background noise there. Right, man. Anybody got anything? Come on in, man. Yeah, I mean, Zabalum, whoever got something, come on in the room, man. Stop being shy, man. This might be your only chance, man, to confess whatever it is that you're doing wickedly, man, and repent. Because the third woe comes quickly. There's already been 2 woes.
Shalom, everybody.
Shalom. What's going
on? I'm kind of new at this. You know, I wanted to know what's a good part of the Bible should I read just to, like before I go to bed tonight. What's a good little Bible? Something in the Bible I should look at.
Yahweh Shai's prayer, Salakia, Matthew 6 chapter. Start reading at verse 9.
All I had, I enjoy listening.
You have come in the room. Pardon me, Eric. Anyone that have anything, you could come on in the room now. Terrence from Texas, what happened to you? Thought you had something. You could click on the link under the name Deprogram Enlightener. You could come on in the room. Stop making excuses. Make progress. Make changes. What happened? Eric froze?
Yeah.
Just went mute, man. Yeah, he's not froze. He just went mute.
Yeah, go ahead and pull up that Matthew 6 right quick that Tazak was talking about.
6. All right.
So that way you don't forget it, man.
I wrote it down. I got it right here. Matthew 6, verse 9. After this manner, therefore, pray, yea, our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debtors, as we forgive our debtors. Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. That's down in verse 12. Should I read more?
Yeah, they're all the way to 13, where it ends at Aman or Amen.
Okay. Verse 13. All right. And forgive us our debts. No. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen.
Khan, that's the Yahweh's prayer. He told everyone to that's how we ought to pray, believing in that which that we're asked when we receive, that we shall get it, and that the Most High knows what we have need of and what we want. So that's what's recommended. And the Lashon Kadash, which is the holy tongue, that prayer, I'll say it definitely has some power. In the in Maccabees, it reads that when things are spoken in the holy tongue, that it has no less power and effect that it did during the time that it was originally done. So if you guys learn enough of the truth and these principles and these laws, statutes, and commandments, and then you learn the holy tongue, you really start making things move in a different way, in a way that it should always have been able to move once you mature in Him.
I also like to I forgot the name, but it's Deuteronomy 4 and 5, chapter 6, verse 4 and 5. So like, hear, O Israel, Yahweh is our supreme Allahim. Yahweh is one Allahim, and thou shalt love the supreme Allahim Yahweh with all thine heart, with all thine soul, with all thy might. I add that to the Most High's prayer every night, every morning. Pray in my head. Just, thou shalt pray without ceasing. So constantly praying.
Yeah, man, I'll be pressing, man, for the lessons. No matter what days that they on, what times, I'll be looking forward to that thing. So I just came straight from off the road. Had a long day today. I was up probably about 5, and just it's been running. This is a normal day. And it didn't dawn on me. I was supposed to go to one of the recycling places, and everything's closed. I'm like, dang, that's right. Dang on hell of a day. So it kind of threw everything off, but pressing with the expectation of receiving that which is good. And there's nothing better than the truth. You start setting your life up that way, things will work out for you even when they don't look like they are. It may be early, maybe at the last minute, but things always seem to be working out. That doesn't mean you're not going to be tested. I'm just going to go ahead and throw that out there. As soon as you go on this path, it is a test every single day. But they start off to be, little small tests, ones that you don't really see, and things like that. And it snowballs So that's why you got to address it. You got to stay on these calls. Definitely stay praying. Definitely stay in the book. And, walk what Tazak calls circumspectively. The Bible calls it vigilant. Be vigilant and sober-minded. Tazak just brought out all this historical information. We can go back and look for ourselves about where all these holidays that we so-called call holidays as a corporation, we call holidays, and what they're promoting. Just driving home the lot, tricking people. Respect it enough to at least go look at it for yourself. I mean, it's all well and good that you come on the call, you hearing it, you know what I'm saying? But really, this stuff really drives home, not from just hearing it and thinking you're going to do it and holding on to another man's word, but it's when you go and you really see it for yourself. Go and check it out. Increase your own knowledge base. Don't be lazy about it. And that's what's going to stick with you, man. That's what's going to drive it. And that's really all we're doing here, trying to push you to be driven. We're not trying to steer for you. Trying to push you to be driven. Because only you're going to be able to save yourself. It's only our job to put the truth out there. There's a stake for everybody on this panel and all you listeners out there too.
I wanted to follow up on what Yashabin was saying and bring out on 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 7. But the end of all things is at hand. So be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer. Like how he said, like pray, fast, definitely. A lot of us don't get on this, like we don't get on this platform. We don't get on here to try and, get like, like how some people may say nowadays clout or get recognition or anything. We actually do it because, the more and more like you allow the, Yahweh and his son Hamashiach Yahushua, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, the more and more you allow them to like take control of your life, and the more and more you immerse yourself into the truth, the more and more you start exiting from the world, and you become more aware of your surroundings, of the things that are trying to harm you. Because remember, this is a spiritual war. This is not a physical war. Like nobody's, like God for like, most high forbid, nobody's trying to come up to you or in broad daylight trying to shoot you, stab you, or anything like that. And that's the most high putting his hedge over you, like, and you gotta realize he's putting it over you so that you can have this time to repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Like he wants you to battle the things that are inside of you. So he's giving you the time to like, basically just become obsessed with him and his son. And that's the point where I see, us up on this platform right now are at, and also a lot of people in the chat, I'm not gonna say that they're not, they probably are, but and that's why I gotta give it to Eric, for even coming on here, even though he's new and everything, and he's like, he wants to learn, like he just wants to be up here, like he was invited up here on the platform, and mind you, it wasn't necessarily by Tazadaq, because everything is in the Most High's will. He was invited by the Most High, just as all of you guys were, so it would beseech you to like actually answer the call and come on this platform, because you'll never know like what's up here for you, like. So like my messages be, like stay sober, stay vigilant, always be on watch, and to those of you who may watch this and may still try and turn around and celebrate, something, just remember, while you were wasting your money on Christmas, you could have bought like an ancient Hebrew lexicon, like a dictionary or something that could have helped you understood better. You could have bought yourself a Zondervan, You could have bought yourself, it's like supporting books. Some people still don't even have the Apocrypha, and they've been in this for a while, so you gotta prioritize and you should not play with your salvation, because you'll never know. The Most High could like literally cut you off like all in one day, like if that's in his will. But so just be mindful and actually start taking it serious, because it's not like, well, me personally, I don't see it as Yashabim or Tazadak speaking. Like, I see that as like the Most High using them as instruments, like, and his sheep know his voice. Like when they're telling you to, like, like that you should hop on something or to take something serious, you should really like listen, because wisdom can be associated with water, and like water is always found in the well, but only a man of understanding can draw that out. Like you have to learn how to understand, like like how the Most High works. He's not going to talk to you directly. He's going to use his men to actually reach out to you. So just pay attention to stuff at all times. And that was it.
Is there no one in the background? Oh, go ahead, Benani. Slow.
I just was agreeing with Malachi. Just a lot of the times people will see these. A lot of the times I saw, notifications for TDOC videos way back, a couple years back, but I would just skip over them and keep doing whatever the hell I was doing. But the Most High decided to tell me to just go ahead and click on the one video I did, and really it's all going to my own salvation, allowing me to learn under Tazadak, Yashabim, Malachi, all you brothers, and really staying in this truth and being consistent and dedicated. Because like you said, Yashabim, it is a test. It is a big test. We are all tested, so you got to stay consistent in this word. Proverbs chapter, I just glanced over it today. Proverbs chapter 3, verse 1. 5, verse 1. Yeah, my son, forget not my law, but let thine heart keep my commandments. So you gotta keep this word in your heart. You gotta keep these commandments and study and show yourself to prove. And fasting and praying is the best way to do that. And that's something I have been doing to stay in this word and refine myself. I want to be refined in gold, as the scriptures say. So you gotta. Taz like to say it's grind season. Well, it's grind season for these scriptures, man. It's grind season to be a watchman of the Most High, to be a fisherman, to reach as many people as we possibly can through the word. So that's all I really want to say. I'm just thankful that I get to be on this platform and to spread the word and read the word and study.
Khan. That was nice, Benaiah. And great lesson as usual, Tazadak. I also want to, thank all you brothers, TDOC, all those in the chat. I grew up with Jehovah's Witness, so most of my life since I was 4. So most of my life I've already not been celebrating holidays. That programming is pretty firm in there. And now that it's backed by, the truth, it's even more set. And so I want to really thank TDOC for being here, because I don't have any family in the truth whatsoever. No one. I'm like alone. As a Jehovah's Witness, I felt alone. And even within my family, I felt like a black sheep. And now even more so. And so it's always a pleasure to know that, we do have our brothers and sisters out there going through similar experiences, And then, of course, we do have Yahweh and Yahweh Shah. So it never ceases to amaze me, you know, year in and year out, how little people just give any an intention to anything. I always talk to my family members like, you know, why do you do this? And why do you keep inviting me to these things? You know, I'm gonna say no, and you never try to meet me halfway. As Malachi was bringing out earlier, you know, I do my best to come visit, but no one's ever saying, hey, you know, this Wednesday, we're gonna be gathering. Let's have some vegan food or something, you know. And so year in and year out, people are just being consumers and buying for no end, to no avail. And they say these are traditions and this is all cultural, and none of them can explain any of it. And so, you know, I really am thankful to the Most High for showing me all this, and showing me that I don't need to worry about that. You know, I don't need to have any emotions or any feelings towards that, because they are condemning themselves, you know. And we can only do so much to reach out to them. You know, we can share scriptures, we can share history, we can share our experiences on how living this truth and walking this path, this very narrow path, has benefited us, and they see it. You can, as clear as day. So, like I said, I just wanted to, you know, really show my appreciation, and you know, just I'm grateful to be here. That's all I got.
Shalom, shalom, shalom. I made it in.
Shalom, Raven.
Yeah, I tell you, I was on the phone, you know, listening as I was trying to make my way in. Peace be to all the brothers, and the comfort of Yah be upon you. Again, I just want to thank Yahweh for Kahan, because as I said, and I don't want to just hound on this, but I'm up in age. And believe you me, I was indoctrinated at a very young age up until I was older. Like I said, I had a spirit where I was just out there in the world, just doing my thing. But you know, in a given time, you know, you come to your senses, and you call unto the Most High to honor Him. But still, even in that, I found myself not knowing the real truth because of the indoctrination that I had, namely Christianity. And now, like I said, I thank the Yahweh for Kahan, because I'm being cut. He may not know it, but then again, maybe he does. I'm being cut every way but loose. I'm bleeding out, which is a good thing, because all that blood that was in there before was contaminated because of the indoctrination that I had, that I had. But now, even tonight, listening to the root of the matter, and then again too, you have again people will come over and want to overthrow what is being taught without doing their homework themselves because of their indoctrination. They don't want to let go. Believe you me. For me, it is a hard thing, but it's good for me, and I know that. So as I said, you know, I want you to cut me every way but loose, because I want to be convicted in the half truths and untruths and all these things that is not true, so that I can get to the root of the matter. That's what I need. That's what I want. And it's not coincidence, but it's by providence. I say that my path crossed his. I come from a family of idol worshippers, and all these different things. Voodoo, people into voodoo, the whole 9 yards. I've seen it all. But in my soul, it always kept yearning for something. It seemed like there was something missing. And now I come to a point where, like I said, in finding the thing that's missing, I'm being cut in ways that you guys have no idea. So I said, if I must bleed out, let me bleed. Cut me until I bleed out. But I did have a question. It was concerning, I heard you talking about that Trinity belief system, which is so ingrained in the Christian doctrine, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. And I'm looking to get a greater understanding concerning the Comforter that Hamashiach Yahweh Shah spoke about. I want to understand that to a greater degree. So I don't know if it'll be like a one-on-one, or you can do a lesson on YouTube or what, but I need a greater understanding in that.
Hey, you must have missed the video from the beginning, Raymond. Did you see it from the beginning?
No, I sent a text that I was on the move, so I couldn't get on right away.
Oh yeah. Go ahead and just rewatch it from the beginning. And
Absolutely. That's what I always do.
yeah,
But I was trying to get home. What's up, Marty Ma?
Shalom, brother. Shalom.
But yeah, man, it's good for me. So like I said, if I must be cut, hey, I mean, cut me deep. Because I want all that blood to come out. I want to bleed out.
Being one of the most powerful spirit is always a lot of work to do. You know what? The power of the Most High is absolute and infinite. He gives to those who he chooses to give to, but he absolutely gives. He gives to all. How he may hand it to you is one way. He may hand it to me another way. But I've learned so much in the power of the Creator is encompassed me. I am the living soul. I am the living soul, and it is the most prestigious position. In that, we are few over here, but we have a real powerful leader here, you know. I do my job. The Most High told me to contribute, and I will and have and always will. Nothing to play with, brothers. This is.
Hey, what was the other Raymond's question about the Trinity, man? How come someone's not helping him out, man? What was your question about the Trinity, Raymond?
No, I just said that, you know, I wanted to get a greater understanding of how that is, because as I said, with the indoctrination concerning the Trinity that was ingrained in us in Christianity, it seemed as though there was not really a true understanding of the operation of the Comforter. I think Hamashiach Yahweh Shah addressed him as another Comforter.
Well, I mean, the Bible doesn't mention anything about a Trinity ever.
Right.
No, nowhere. I mean, so the Trinity, that whole concept came out of Babylon, and all other trinities in the world came from that. Shiva, or that Trinity, the ones out of Egypt, all of those trinities came out of ancient Babylon. All of that traces back to ancient Babylon. And that traces back to the father, the son, Nimrod. He was supposedly God the Father. And when he died, when he rose, he became the sun god. And then he impregnated his mother, which also became his wife, Semiramis, with Tammuz. And so when he came back to earth, because of the rays of the sun supposedly reflecting down on her womb, he impregnated her with Tammuz. So he rebirthed himself as God, the sun, Tammuz. And supposedly Tammuz was actually eventually ripped apart by a wild boar. And so that's the whole symbolism of eating the whole ham thing on New Year's Day and on Easter ham and so on and so forth. It's in remembrance to Tammuz. So you have the Father, the Son, and that woman. She supposedly represents the Holy Spirit, Semiramis, which is a Queen of Heaven. So that's your Trinity. All forms of Trinities in the world come from that right there. All of them. All of it trace back to ancient Babylon.
Right now, but yeah, and I understood, and I did hear that part. But what I'm saying now, though, is I'm trying to understand the true aspect of Supreme Elohim, Hamashiach Yahweh Shah, and then that third part.
The third part is Hamashiach's Ruach, the Holy Spirit.
You said it's the Spirit.
What people call the Holy Ghost is the Ruach. That's the Holy Spirit. That's the same spirit that he breathed into man. Someone get the book of Genesis.
But we're not to address that as the Trinity, though.
No, there's no such thing. What I'm telling you, that came out of ancient Babylon.
Right, I got you.
Again, that's not mentioned in the Bible anywhere.
Yeah,
Catholicism picked that up.
Yeah, I got it now. I see. I got
with
a clarity.
The they're saying that they're all one.
Say that again.
With the Trinity, they're saying that they're all one. That you get 3 out of 1. That's what the Trinity means.
Right.
That's what they're saying. They're saying that they're all one. Well, Hamashiach keeps making great distinctions in the Bible between him and the Father.
Right. That is so true. So over there in the book of John, chapter 17, when Jesus or Hamashiach was praying to the Father, and he spoke about I and my Father are one, and I and my Father and me, and you are one in us. That's in that scripture. There is where I get a little. I need some clarity.
Well, I mean, it's because of the Christianity spell.
Right.
Hey, Benaiah, get Genesis 2:24. Malachi, get Ephesians 5:31. That's easy.
Oh, in the book of Genesis, chapter 2, verse 24. That's therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh.
They shall be what?
They shall be one flesh.
They shall be one flesh. So let me ask you then, Raymond, does that mean that the man and the woman is the same entity?
No.
It's literally saying that they shall be one flesh. Does that mean that they're the same entity?
Right.
No, it's the same thing that Hamashiach meant. He meant that he was so in tune with the Father.
Gotcha.
That the Father's thoughts became his thoughts. The Father's ways became his ways. Malachi, get that. You got that precept?
You said Ephesians 5 and what?
31.
It's the book of Ephesians 5 and 31. For this cause shall a man leave his father and mother, and shall be joined unto his wife, and they two shall be one flesh.
So there it is again. So from there, let's go to John 14 and 28. Because right here, Hamashiach makes a direct distinction. See, whenever you think the Bible is contradicting, then that means our understanding is off.
No, I don't think it's contradicting. I just wanted to get a clear understanding of it, because I know that what I had been indoctrinated with was wrong. So now I'm trying to get it cleared up in my
I
mind.
didn't mean you literally.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm saying you speaking generalization.
Right.
Go ahead, brother. Someone got the John 14 and 28. This is a direct distinction. This eliminates all doubt.
The book of Yachanan, or John, chapter 14, verse 28. Ye have heard how I said unto you, I go away and come again unto you. If ye loved me, ye would rejoice, because I said, I go unto the Father, for my Father is greater than I.
That's a direct distinction right there. That's a direct distinction. Hamashiach tell you that all power was given to him from the Father.
Right.
So that's distinction. So what Christianity has done, they will tell you, well, this is God, and they turn it into a mystery, and they say you could get 3 out of 1. The Trinity. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. They tell you that's the same entity. Then if that's the case, why does the scripture say, let us make man in our image after our likeness? These are pluralistic. He was back there with the Father. Someone get Yachanan 1. John 1 verse 1.
This is the book of John, chapter 1, verse 1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with Yahweh.
Okay, so
and the
stop.
Word-
So what is he talking about? Benaiah, get Genesis Bereshit 1 and 26.
Book of Bereshit, Genesis, chapter 1, verse 26. And Yah said, let us make man in our
Who? Let who?
let us make man.
Let us make man. God the Father and God the Son. Now we're going to go back to what Malachi is reading so we could get better understanding. Now read that, Malachi.
In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with Yahweh.
Okay, the word is Hamashiach Yahweh. He is the word. For now you are cleansed by the washing of the water of the word. The word is Hamashiach Yahweh Shah. The word became flesh and dwelt amongst us. But he is the word. Read on.
And the Word was Hamashiach.
Okay, so the word was a God. Read, the word was with God. It can't be the same, right? If we're on the train together, Raymond, you can't be with me and you be me at the same time. Read it again, Malachi, from the top.
This is John chapter 1, verse 1. In the beginning was the Word.
Okay, in the beginning was Yahweh Shah. Read.
And the Word was with Yahweh Shai.
And no. The word wasn't with Yahweh Shah. The word was with Yahweh. There's a direct distinction there. The word was with Yahweh. In the beginning was Yahweh Shah. And the word was with Yahweh. Read.
And the Word was
Yahweh Shah. And the word was Yahweh Shah. The word was with Yahweh and the word was Yahweh Shah. This is a direct distinction, man. When is God the Father? When is God the Son? Read.
the same was in the beginning with Yahweh.
The same was in the beginning with Yahweh. We know this can't be talking about God the Father, because the scriptures say no man can see Yahweh and live. Read.
All things were made by him.
All things are made by him. Read. Because he
And
was back
without,
there in the beginning with the Most High. Let us make man. He was back there in the beginning. Read.
and without him was not anything made that was made.
Mm-hmm.
In him was life, and the life was the light of men.
Mm-hmm.
And
He's
the
the true
light,
light. John said he came to bear witness to the light. John wasn't the light. Hamashiach was the true light. Read.
and the light shineth in darkness,
The light shined in the darkness, but the darkness didn't understand it. Read.
and the darkness comprehended it not.
Darkness is ignorance. Read.
There was a man sent from Yahweh, whose name was John.
Mm-hmm.
The same came for a witness, to bear witness of the light,
Mm-hmm.
that all men through him might believe. He was not that light, but was sent to bear witness of that light. That was the true light, which lighteth every man that cometh into the world.
Mm-hmm.
He was in the world, and the world was made by him.
He was in the world, and the world was made by him. Read on.
And the world knew him not.
And the world didn't know who he was, man. They doubted him. Read.
He came unto his own, and his own received him not.
Mm-hmm.
But as many as received him, to them he powered to become the sons of Yahweh,
Mm-hmm.
even to them that believe on his name, which were born not of blood, nor of the will of the flesh, nor of the will of man, but of Yahweh. And the word was made flesh and dwelt among us.
And the word was made flesh. And Yahweh Shah was made flesh. He came to earth as a man, so man could learn to be like the Supreme Elohim again.
I also had another precept to help Ray with First Peter chapter 3 verse 22, and this is talking of like Hamashiach, who is gone into heaven and is on the right hand of Yahweh, angels and authorities and powers being made subject unto him. So it's telling you that Hamashiach, when he left here, he went to onto the right hand of Yahweh. So they can't be the same person if he's on the right hand of Yahweh.
That Christianity, man, that's a hell of a drug, though, man. It
I
makes
know
you,
that's right.
and they'll put a twist on it and say, well, that's God. He could do anything.
Yeah, I've heard that one. I've heard that exact statement.
And then they said, just don't worry about it, man. Just stop thinking too much. You're thinking too much. You're questioning God. That's
But
that drug, man. That's a hell of a drug, man.
But I didn't stop thinking. I left.
Put you right back to sleep, man. Put you right back to sleep.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, somebody can't give me answers, man. There's something wrong.
I remember when I was in church and then I started looking for myself when I came upon the truth, and I started really reading books on the difference between Judaism and Christianity. I went back and I started even asking them questions. And when I started to really speak on what was in the Bible, one of the ladies told me I sound like a son of Satan.
Yeah, that's it. There you go. There you go. That's how they do it. That's how they do it. They want to make you feel guilty, man. Don't question, especially if they can't answer it. You see what I'm saying? Who are you to question me? Ha! Yeah, man. Who are you to question me? Yeah, I tell you, you got demons on you, man. And the preacher, he's sleeping with a damn near every woman in the damn church.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of that too. Seen a whole lot of that, man. That's why I was saying, you know, this is just not adding up.
You know what's interesting is that he'll tell her, "Oh yeah, the Lord told me that I'm supposed to give you a baby." That dumbass chick, she'll pretend that she don't know any better. She know better, man. She know better. The Most High is gonna judge all of them, man. Every single one of them.
They got another one where they'll go to him and tell him, the Lord told me that you was my wife.
Yeah. Yeah, man. And Jake, him, you know, most you gotta give it up. Most Jakes, the men don't really fall for that as much as these women, man. Is that damn Eve, man? That's what, you know, the church is mostly filled with these women. And then they turn into lifestyle ones.
Yeah, that part.
A lot of men know the time, man. A lot of men peep that game and right, man, I'm getting up out of here, man.
But yeah, that part don't add up either, man. You know, you got all this, you know, I don't even want to say that word, you know, to get you another strike or anything, but you got all this stuff going on. And I'm like, this is supposed to be about Yahweh and righteousness and whatnot. And then you reading right there in this word the things that you're not
right.
that we're not supposed to be doing,
right?
And you find yourself doing it. Something is just not adding up.
That's not right.
Something ain't adding up.
Something's just not right. That preacher, man, he be preaching that hoopla, man. He get him, man. Some of them start to wake up, he put them right back to sleep.
Yeah, I think that's one of the ways that they actually cast spells. I really do.
It is. And a woman, man, he put her ass to sleep, hard body, man. Make her give they can't even pay their rent. And he's still making her pay tithes.
And I had a quick question, because this like trips me up sometimes when I read the scriptures, and it was really making me think. Like even Mark 1:1, the beginning of the good news of Hamashiach Yahushai, the son of Yahweh. So how it says, like, you know, son of God, you know, like in English, but then you also see like in Luke 22:69. I wanted to bring this verse up for Ray, but I didn't, because like it says, hereafter shall the son of quote unquote man sit on the right hand of the power of God. Like, why do they call Hamashiach the son of man when he clearly said that like the only father he had was the Most High? Like, is that like in regards to like you know, Nimrod, the sun worship? Like, did they change that for that?
No. They call if you notice, a lot of people in the Bible is referred to as the Son of Man. They call Ezekiel that also. Man simply means Adam. Remember, he came to earth as a man. He came to earth as a man, through a man. So he was known as the Son of Man. When he was on earth, he was identified as John's son. So like it, Mary's and Joseph, son.
Okay.
So he was the son of a man. He came to earth as a man. He had to take on the vastitude of life for people to be able to receive him. So he came in the image of a man. That's why they called him a blasphemer, because he looked like a regular man. He took the form of a regular man.
All right, I was just trying to clarify that, because I was trying to, like, you know, make sure that they didn't do like, you know, like how the Romans do like their little, you know, quote unquote typos, and try and, like, you know, trip people up over context and stuff like that, grammar. But the water for clarifying that. Now
Son of Adam. Son of Ish.
Well, I thank you again, Kahan, man, for I've read this so many times. I have read this so many times.
What's that?
What the scriptures that you brought out to clear up that part concerning that Trinity, and then it never really dawned on me that it never see that in the scriptures, but it's always talked about, in the Christian church. But now I understand even the more,
Mm-hmm.
what it really is. And like I said, man, I'm never ashamed to learn things. I'm an older guy, but there's still a whole lot to learn. A lot.
Yeah, man. Ever learning. We always got to be learning, man.
That's right.
Always got to be learning. The very moment we stop learning, we die.
That's right.
It's death. Learning
Con.
is always growth.
Con. I got a precept I wanted to bring out earlier. It's 2 Timothy's chapter 3, verse 1 through 6. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come, for men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, which means lack of self-control, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of Yahweh, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. From such turn away. And so, as the elder Raymond was bringing out earlier, if it ain't in the scriptures, it's damn sure coming out, some man's thoughts or philosophies, and that don't
Like
stick.
Charles P. Russell, man.
Con.
Charles P. Russell.
Man,
he pretty much had people worshiping him, man. That whole Jehovah Witness thing. Jehovah Witness, they didn't believe in the Messiah. They thought they was just saying he's a regular prophet.
Yeah, I remember hearing that as well.
Wow.
Yeah, they wrote their own Bible. Their Bible. You ever read their Bible, Joy? Their Bible, it doesn't match up with the Holy Bible.
Con,
Russell was an Edomite, man. He was misleading a lot of people, man. He got a lot of blood on his hands, and they pretty much worship him, man. And the Jehovah Witness, they tell you, you can't be married to anyone unless there's another Jehovah Witness. What exactly did they witness? I always ask them that. Someone get Isaiah 43, verse 10. What exactly did they witness? Because they didn't witness the Most High. The Most High said the Israelites are the witnesses. So what exactly did they witness? Nothing. Buffoonery. We got Isaiah 43 and 10.
This is the book of Yeshaya, verses 43, verse 10. Ye are my witnesses, saith the Supreme Elohim.
See, if you want to know who he's talking to, all you got to do is read verse 1. He's talking to the Israelites. He said the Israelites are his witness. How are you going to take the letter J and you're going around telling people his name is Jehovah? And that didn't come around until the 15th century. That's madness, man. And you telling people it's in the Bible. That's pure deception, man. And the J, and know anything about that, man, the J was actually formerly that letter I. They put a tail on it in the 15th century. Then they started giving it a J sound. But the I was always pronounced with the Y sound. So the name was Yahweh. It was always Yahweh.
The same thing with Jacob.
Come on, that's why when you get a 1611, man, there's no J in there. It's an I there. But it's pronounced with the Y sound. The letter I, man, that when you're reading that in 1611, you're supposed to pronounce that with the Y sound.
Yeah, that's wild. Whenever you try to bring up anything of relevance against that, they just close up that cult circuit and go, well, it's false doctrine. It's not in our made up book. So don't know what to tell you.
I shut them down, man. They didn't want to talk to me, man. I shut them down. They will run from me, man. You got to talk to an elder. I don't know. I said, but hold on. You was trying to teach me before, man. Before you knew I understood the Bible, you came over here, you trying to teach me. They said, well, I got to go. No, you sit right here. I want you to listen to me. They didn't want to come around me anymore, man. I cut that, man. That was a cold cut, too, man, because it was about 3 of them.
Well, what's that precept? The wicked flee when no one pursueth.
Proverbs 28:1. They was trying to run up out of there, man. And don't go to this guy's house. They told him. It got to a point that it got so bad when I saw him going next door and all, I had to go outside and say, hey, man, how come you guys don't come over here? They said they told us not to stop at that apartment. Don't talk, man. Because I was making recordings of it, man. I used to like try to encounter these people, man, just to make recordings of it, man, to edify them. They would avoid me, man. Damn Latter-day Saints also. The ones you see on the bikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're nothing but Mormons, man. They changed their names to the Latter-day Saints. The ones you see on the bikes with the damn tie. They're Mormons.
Well, you know, this state is inundated with them.
Mm-hmm.
As a matter of fact, one of their biggest temples is right here in this city.
And don't you know that they teach you only one so-called black man could make it into Mormon heaven? That was the one that was serving John Smith. The one that created that Mormonism crap.
Yeah.
Another thing that was made up. That was made up out of masonry, man. There's some history on Charles T. Russell, man, and the Jehovah's Witness. That was an Edomite, man. They worshipped him, man. He's the one that started all that, man.
Oh, so it wasn't John Smith.
No, there's 2 different organizations, man. John Smith is Mormon. The Jehovah's Witnesses are not Mormons.
Oh, okay, right.
Those are 2 total different movements.
So with the Mormons, what
they
part
their own
did
Bible.
they rip out?
Yeah, they wrote their own
They
Bible.
wrote their own Bible also. Mormon Bible. They tell you only one black man is going to make it into Mormon heaven. And you simple Jake still want to follow that.
Yeah, I got a family member, man, that's in there.
Jake is simple as hell, man. You need to find the muscular guys you could find, Raymond, and you sit Jake down, and then you get about 10 muscular guys, a pure muscle, and beat the hell out of Jake until he beats some sense into him, until they just get tired. Just beat some damn sense into Jake, man. Because Jake don't have any damn sense, man. He always want to follow something, man. The Most High tells him not to.
I think that's
You can't make it into Mormon heaven, but you worshiping them.
Wow.
And when I can, I need to find like that scripture in the Mormon Bible, because there's actually a scripture that states like and if anybody finds it, please like let me know. There's a scripture that actually states that having like melanated skin is a curse, and we're cursed. I forgot exactly where it was. I used to have it on my old phone, but yeah, it's a scripture that actually states that the melanated skin is actually a curse from the Most High because we were disobedient. So the Mormons believe that being, so-called white is a blessing.
Right, I heard something like that as well. But the thing that I heard was they attributed that to the curse as because we were descendants of Ham, and that the curse that was put on Ham was transcend down through us, being that Ham was cursed by Noah. That's how I heard it.
Yeah, I just pulled it up on Wikipedia. It says in Second Nephi 5, the original wording was the following: because of their unbelief, the Lamanites are cursed, receive a skin of blackness, and become a scourge unto the Nephites.
Khan, exactly. The water for that. And yeah, what you're talking about us being descendants of Ham, I believe that's enlightened Christianity, and I actually got into like a little back and forth with a Christian before, because they kept on trying to tell me how we were actually Gentiles, and I was even giving them proof. But like some Christians, like whenever like they're always learning from like a secondhand source, and they have so much faith in the man and not the actual Most High. Like they'll go with it, like because they were even saying that like dark skins, like this one book I read, they believe that dark skins are actually descendants of Ham's, and then light skins are descendants of Shem. And that's something that slave masters used to use to force like a dark skin versus light skin war. And they made like the Israelite people basically like hate one another, and it like got programmed into us. But all of that self-hate is like all a part of like like their agenda, like to keep everybody just distracted and confused. So yeah, like that was like a part of, like, it's called enlightened Christianity. Like it's like like the quote unquote Christians who study just to like try to like basically confuse you with all of these deep terminologies and these vain philosophies and stuff. They try to justify what they believe in. So I know what you're talking about.
It almost sounds like they're just trying to make a reverse on the oculocutanus thing. They're trying to make the leprosy the good thing, and then the dark skin the bad thing.
Right, but all you gotta do is read the scriptures for yourself, man. Every time someone had leprosy, man, it was a curse.
Yeah, I was about to bring that out. We just went over. That's what I was thinking. When you actually read the scriptures, leprosy is a curse, but it's reversed in their Bibles.
Mm-hmm.
Funny. It's real funny.
Yeah, they teach you that all black people come from Ham, because Ham was cursed. They tell you Ham was cursed for looking at his father's nakedness, and the Bible doesn't even say that. The Bible tells you that it was Canaan that got cursed, not Ham. It was Ham's fourth son, Canaan, that got cursed.
Con.
It says, "Cursed be Canaan, a servant of servant to his brethren." See, they can pull that stuff over someone that don't know the scriptures.
Well, somebody told me this a while ago. If you ever want to hide something from a Negro, put it in a book.
Mm-hmm.
I heard that when I was like 5 or 6 or something. That's so true.
Yeah, it definitely is. You can have firsthand evidence on something, like, and it could be right there in the book. But if you know how to sell something to a Negro could have no money and still try to buy something off of you. They can just like not have enough, but it wouldn't even really matter. Like to them, they don't really care about what's like what can be proven. They don't care about what can be proven. They don't care about like what actually has any statistical evidence. All they care about is how they feel when they receive whatever information that you give them. And
Con.
if you can tell them you can tell them a cold-hearted lie, but if you can like sugarcoat it in a way that helps them like justify like the wrong that they're in, they will die with that thing. They will just take it and they'll go die with it. They do not care for any truth, no nothing. Like I've gotten into so many debates where people have had secondhand like like parroting information, and here I come with like actual articles and stuff. Like they're over here straight Googling stuff, internet scholars, and they don't care. Like they don't care to verify anything that they read or that they think of themselves. It's like a whole bunch of that's not real, like, or that's not what I get from it. Like that's not what I understand. Like it's like, okay, all right.
One faith, one Allah. Only one interpretation.
This is why so many of them are gonna die, man. Because they won't adhere to rebuke.
And they really feel sorry for you for some odd reason. They really feel sorry for us. I don't get it.
A lot of times people just don't want to hear that they were wrong. It's just I don't know.
That's most times.
Oh.
Yeah, I find too that we talked about that word fear, and that's one of the things too, concerning man is one of his greatest fears is being wrong about a thing. It bothers him.
Man, they sending some damn firecrackers off, man. I hear them outside. I don't know if it's guns or firecrackers.
Yeah, I got invited to a family thing. Oh, come on by. Say, all right, I may see you later. And me and my rib, we at the house.
Wow. They watching the football game, getting drunk, man. They're waiting for the ball to go up.
Ball go up, when the ball go up, it's 9 o'clock here, Khan.
Mm-hmm. They dropped one in Vegas also, because they used to drop it when I was out there. I remember. It's down there on that strip. Unless they stopped doing it. I know when I was out there, they used to drop one in Vegas also.
No, I haven't seen that. They might, but like I said, I haven't really gotten involved in that in quite some time, man. Even when I was out and about, I was with, and I know you know this name, Beltrans. I was driving limousine for them, and that's when you could get a whole lot of fiat on that night. So I'd be out there doing that.
I mean, I consistently hear things going off in the background, man. I don't know if it's damn guns or firecrackers, but it's consistent. Better save that ammunition. Now, inflation is going to hit every year. Inflation goes up. They're going to raise the price of postal services. So all of you that have been mailing stuff, you can anticipate it going up in a couple months or so. The mail service goes up. The price of food goes up. Everything takes place in January. But the price of food and everything is going to go slightly up.
Con and Trump signing that bill is definitely going to affect that too.
Every single year. A guy in the room saying we're not crowns. Sam, he's making that argument. Well, they act like crowns. Yeah, I mean, they act like crowns. They're damn sure not people, man. They may not be crayons, they markers or something, man. Because they're colorable. And anything colorable is not real. It's a resemblance of something that's real. Colorable laws. Colorable people, like colored people. Those are not real. Those are fictitious entities. Yeah, man. Jacob, wake up. Wake up, Jacob. Jacob, wake up. Think about it, Stephon and Don. As far as I see, they colorable people, man. They act like it. They behave like it.
That's mankind for you.
What are you going to do with that, Mikael? These are colorable people, man. Debtors, man. Better wake him up, Jacob. Where's Melvin Clark tonight? Where's all those folks that was on here last night that's celebrating their so-called New Year's tonight? Getting with their family. Hey, let's bring in the year together.
Tough. It was a Brooks. It was a brother speaking about that scripture in that Mormon Bible. It's in the chat. Where to find it?
3 feet.
Yes, sir.
3 feet. 3 feet. 3 feet. 3 feet.
It was a brother on there asking about that Mormon Bible. There was a verse he was looking for that he probably lost. I believe.
Yeah, I see it. I replied. Now I got that.
Terrence used to be a Mormon.
No, I ain't used to be no Mormon, man.
What you doing with the Mormon Bible then?
I mean, I made a phone call real quick to somebody who do know the book a little bit, and they looked it up and found it and told me. So I was
You doing the Mormon Bible, Terrence?
Man, I don't know nothing about the book. I remember.
You one of the people of the book, man. You're not gonna make it into Mormon heaven, Terrence. You're a melanated man. You're not gonna get into Mormon heaven.
Nah, I don't even know what it is. Only thing I know is Exodus 20, chapter verse 3. All I can tell you.
Even like there's so many false doctrines around there that even like stems back to like, you know, our people, that it's not even funny. Even in the Quran, like if you go to Google and you just type in Quran, O children of Israel, it'll pop up with I don't like to call them scriptures. I don't know what to call them, but even in the Quran it says, O children of Israel, remember my favor that I bestowed upon you and fulfill my covenant. So if even the Quran is telling you that the children of Israel are the chosen people. So once you read that, what is the point in even reading that book, like from there on? Like what is like, what is the point of any of that stuff?
Throughout the time, people have disagreed with the truth. Still to this day.
Khan, and even in that Jehovah Wickedness Bible, it's for Israel all throughout, even after their favorite.
Malachi's Cal 122. That's what I think you're reciting, Malachi. Cal 122 tells you that the children of Israel in the Quran is a chosen people, the Most High.
Cal 122.
Yep.
See, even all of these like go back to like the Israelites. So I just don't know. I feel like, you know, especially those who actually read their doctrines, they're just like purposely doing it. And, you know, like that's that Jeremiah 23, you know, the false prophets, they're false prophets. They're doing it on purpose.
I came across some chariot UFO videos the other week, and they were pointing out how they had faces in them. Anybody on that? Anybody seen that?
I did not. I didn't even hear about that.
What was the question?
The other week, I came across some videos of footage of the UFO chariots that have faces in them. I'll post a link in the chat if you want to check it out. Maybe you could discern if it's real or fake. The one I posted is, I think it's narrated by a sister, but the one that I came across that pointed this one out was brought out by a brother. Let me see if I can find that one.
You guys went completely mute. I guess you're done. 3 foot. I didn't know you was a Mormon, man. I'm glad
Yes, sir.
Is you shooting your gun?
Not yet.
So not yet.
I'm ready. Oh, it's ready, but not yet.
I still hear them going off, man. They busting shots, man.
You hear something?
Wasting that ammo.
Oh, no, sir. No, sir. I don't waste none.
No, I'm not talking about you. I mean what I hear outside.
Oh.
I keep hearing shot after shot. Bakura 122. You find that on Melicon? Bakura 122. Cal 122. The cow. Bakura 122. Surah Bakura 122.
How do you spell that?
Bakura. Baqara. I got about 2 or 3 Qurans, man. I study. I have one of those in case I need to debate those Muslims, man. I probably know their book better than them.
Oh, I see. Yep. Children of Israel, recall my favor which I bestowed upon you, and I exalted you above the nations of the world.
See that?
See, like these.
See that? It's right there in their book, man. Korah, the cow, 122. Tells you that the children of Israel is exalted above all nations. Same thing the Bible says. I ain't saying nothing different, man.
And they'll still fight. Like,
yeah,
defending. They're gonna defend whatever it is that they claim to believe in, when whatever that is actually is telling them.
Trying to debate me, man. I remember this guy. He had a bookstore, man. He invited me there for a debate, man. When I shut his ass down, man, cut him with them precepts. He got mad and told me not to come back to his bookstore anymore. He told me I couldn't teach there anymore. I cut him, man, with his own Quran, man. I took his Quran and used it against him, man. He got mad as hell, man. He said, "Tell it, you can't come here anymore, man. You can't teach anymore." All right, why'd you that, man? It's not gonna make that go away. I cut him, man. Name was Ali. Another melanated man lost. I mean, he was in a heavy, man, mainstream Islam. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Yeah, and then I actually used to get into it. I remember when I used to work at like Manchester City Nissan. When I worked at Nissan, I remember like I used to work with a lot of Muslims and a lot of like actual Christians. And when I was talking about the scriptures, the Christians were even siding with the Muslims, like, and it was horrible. Like I started to realize like everybody in there was my enemy. And then when I start cutting everybody, like from the Muslims to the Christians, I start that's when they start hitting me with like that BS, like, come on, man, like God loves everyone, like we should all just be one. I'm like, nah. Like, see, like now I'm starting to think that I liked you guys better when you just hated me. Like I'd rather you just like show me like straight hate in my face than to try and hit me with that blue pill logic. Like don't give me that bullshit. Like I'm like, nah, like it's just like, nah.
You're a pretty wise dude, Malachi. To be a young guy, man. You're a pretty wise guy.
Yeah, he went in there like Tony Montana. Say hello to my little friend.
And thanks to me speaking up in the truth, I actually ended up losing that job. But to be honest, I really did not care. Like I was being this job at Nissan that was my first and last time ever working at a car dealership. Like it was also like just like it was conflicting to me because like I couldn't have a job where like they required me to just sit there and like lie to people to sell cars and stuff. Like I just couldn't do it personally. Like morally, I just didn't like it. Like it was horrible. That and like, you know, when I started telling people about the Israelites and everything, like they started looking at me differently, and they just kept on like they were like subliminally like just discriminating against me, and you know, like not wanting to like even be around me and everything. And even when I would try to like be alone in privacy, like somebody would come up and try to start they would try and start like a petty argument with me over like nothing just to get me fired. So I was like, you know what, I might as well just like stop even like messing with this organization. I was like, nothing good is gonna come out of this. The owner of the store was a Muslim too, and
Hell no.
yeah, it was like the owner of that whole district was like Muslim, so it was like I wasn't gonna win either way. So I was like, you know what, best thing for me to do is just keep my head high, like, you know, held high, and I'm like gonna just walk right out of here. I was like, I don't care, and I just was out. I was out. I even remember when I had to work at McDonald's and I was gonna quit McDonald's because they were telling me I had to shave my beard, and I was like, what the fuck are you guys talking about? And the lady, the manager, the store manager, she had the nerve to go on Google, and she was looking at things on the Talmud, and she was like, oh, the Talmud here says that, you know, you can cut your beard and everything, like, and I was like, yo, I was like, just stop, like, please,
Yeah, that
like.
could have been a lawsuit. That would have been a lawsuit. I helped someone with something like that before, man.
Seeing these are things that the people do not know, but they do not know. A lot of people come probably want to just learn from you, Tazadak, on the comments, but you know, like don't want to, you know, like actually be into the word aspect of it. You know, this.
Yep.
But like you state all of the time, even when you know that stuff, you only gonna get so far. You know, like if you're not, you know, like really spiritual. You know,
Yep.
and you know the best spirituality is, you know, like with the Most High and His truth. Like all that other stuff is only gonna get you so far, and then you're gonna be stopped at you're gonna be stopped like right there in your tracks eventually.
Next time you talk to a Muslim, Malachi, give him that Bakura the cow 122.
Oh, I will definitely. Like the last two Muslims I was talking to, you know, they were, you know, they were all like, oh yeah, you're my brother, all that and everything. And when I start talking about the scriptures, and then I start like telling them about like the Muslims and what they believe in, next thing I know, I was getting no text backs, no nothing. Like they were ignoring me after that. I was like, all right, you know, I thought we were brothers. Now you about to you can't even be your brother's keeper. You rather like, you know, end up like Cain than to actually listen to what I gotta say.
They gotta read out of the hadiths also, man. Writings of men.
That guy
They
Sam.
literally worship Muhammad. Those hadiths. They gotta do everything he did, man. Put your right shoe on first. Take your left shoe off first. I mean, everything Muhammad did, that's what they did. That's idolatry, man. And they emulate his beard and all of that, man. Some of them make their beards turn red. Trying to impersonate Muhammad.
I don't know what Sam means by the Bible is dogma, because, you know, like definition of dogma could be like a religious doctrine that is proclaimed as true without proof. But like, you know, the scriptures are proven, Sam. So, you know, before you try and say something like that, you should really, you know, like
Why are you here, Sam? Why are you here?
should really think twice before making a statement like that.
Yeah. It's cutting the spirit, because you know them damn Moors, they believe in Islam also. The religion of Islam. Let me make that very clear. Islam was a religion that date back approximately 1,400 years. That's it. The religion of Islam.
Isn't it like the youngest religion?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like that's like a baby's religion, and they have like some of the most
It spread,
like
man. It spread. I mean, because they spread it by the sword. That's what Moors were fezzes. Because Muslims went into a town called Fez and they murdered everyone that won't convert to Islam. Then they dipped their fezzes in blood. And thereafter the fez became red. That's why they wear red fezzes. It's named after the town of Fez. They were spreading Islam by the sword.
they were just forcing it onto the people. A lot of people died trying to you know.
Same thing with Christianity, man. They spreaded it by the sword.
That is actually true, Sam. And if easy book to read, if you're not going to read the scriptures, an easy book to read is Babylon and Timbuktu. Just read that one book, and then you'll see. Muhammad actually learned from the Jews, and then he went off, got married, and when he finally came across money, he actually left because the Jews were telling him that he could not. Basically, the Jews were like telling him that he could not be like a prophet, like the prophet that he thought he was. Like how could you believe in Muhammad when he couldn't even read? He couldn't even read and write. Like he was just a good speaker. And he basically broke off and he had a whole bunch of scribes all come together and they created the Quran. The Quran is just a watered, like it's like a poor man's Bible. You know, like when you make the comparison, when people try to say things, even like with basketball, when people like, or Kobe Bryant is like a poor man's Michael Jordan, the Quran is like a poor man's Bible. Like that's like a poor excuse for a Bible. And it was forced unto the people. So I don't, like, me personally, I really don't like hearing about like all that Muslim stuff. Like my grandmother's a Muslim, like, and she be going hard body for that stuff. Like she lives out in California. She actually lives in Sacramento. When I used to go visit her, she be on that hard body, like, you know, oh, today's Ramadan, all this and everything. She be trying to have me celebrate. I'm over here. I'm like, that's great for you, grandma. You know, I love you, but I'm still about to eat. I don't know what you talking about. Like,
and they don't even do a full fast, man. They only fast for sun before sunrise to sunset. That's it. They don't fast 24 hours like the Bible. And Muhammad, he got that from Israelites. Because he used to trade amongst Israelites. That's how they came up with their whole religion. Muhammad, he changed from the Shabbat and they came up with something called Juma, right? Just worship on Fridays.
And that's crazy. These people put their faith in a man who can't even read or write. That tells you something.
You know, the legend goes that the angel Gabriel came to him on the night of power in the cave. And he said that angel Gabriel said, Ikra, 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 which means read in Arabic. And say he started reading. And the angel Gabriel recited the Quran to him over a period of 23 years. What a damn story. And I asked him, how come it's never mentioned in the Bible? They trying to take you to the book of Revelations and say when the Bible's talking about the little book, they're talking about the Quran. I said, man, that's not talking about no damn Quran. Hell out of here, man. You're going to tell that to someone that doesn't know any better.
Man.
Ishmael and his mom was casted out, man. That's who Muslims came from.
They was only given a jug of water.
It was cast out, man. The original Muslims were so-called black people.
Isaac over here about to enjoy his birthday party and stuff. Not even birthday party. He about to enjoy a new feast with his father. Not even caring about where Ishmael is. Like, That man Ishmael stuck in the middle of nowhere with some water.
What's Sam putting in the room? Sam putting a lot of messages here, man.
Khan. Sam Banyo, come in the room.
What's he putting in
Please.
the room, man? He's about to be
Talk.
hanging with elders, man.
Yeah, Sam, man, you should like start reading like Russian Icon, Undeniable, how the original Jews were black. You should read the Jew and Negro. There's countless amount of books, Sam, that just debunks like everybody's the Bible was brought here by the Europeans, so on and so forth. Like that's like a
Only the uneducated say that, man.
yeah, like and it's
He's stuck on the thing black. He's making that simple Morge argument, man. Black means whatever. All right, man, whatever.
like even the most basic Israelites can debate that with you, Sam. Like
Right.
that's
hell,
not even
what the hell does Kemet mean then?
come at. Like,
Yeah,
and I don't even identify. I would never identify as black. I'm not black.
right. He know that people are saying they're just looking for an argument, man. Go and join the damn UFC. You're like Dana White looking for a fight.
Even psychologically, what calling yourself black, what that does. Man.
No one else came with cool, man. Just TDOC members, man.
So look at that. Even the way it's saying Muhammad was trying to kill himself, trying to throw himself off a cliff. He was that he knew like what he did. He couldn't even stomach his own lies. He tried to kill himself. If that is true.
And he was a child molester, man. He was a damn pedophile.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
These people were
Well, he took that child. I put a video out about that, man. The Moors got upset in their feelings, but they couldn't disprove it. They never disprove what I'm stating. They just get in the emotions, man. Start arguing.
These guys will go. You guys go. You guys will kill somebody over a pedophile who can't read it right.
Mm-hmm.
This is amazing. A man who is of the same lineage as you actually dies for you. You would rather just like try your best to disprove. Well, you can't actually disprove the truth, but you would rather spiritually commit suicide than to believe in a man of your same lineage who has actually sacrificed himself for you. And you can tell that it's the truth. You can tell that it's a truth by one, it's the most sold book in the world. Two, so many people have died over the scriptures. And three, how many people actually hate the scriptures? If it wasn't real, these people would not be given that much energy to try and learn how to disprove it. When it's impossible to even disprove it to begin with. So, like you're just showing, like how the saying, like, if you don't have any haters, you must not be doing it right. And if the whole world hates the Most High, then that tells you everything that He does is right. Like people waste their time trying to like cover up the truth. Like you can't run from the truth like forever. You just can't.
Go on. All right, anyone else, man? About to shut this down, man. I know you guys want to run outside, man. You got about 48 minutes, man. You go outside and start busting your gun, man, and pretend you're not doing it. Get ready, man. Your day is almost here. Celebrate with your family. Your family's gonna start calling you. Say Happy New Year. They do it, man. I be having assholes that call my phone, man. I just let it go, man. Every year they start texting Happy New Year and all that, and they know how I'm built. They know how I move. So I guess they do that to try and piss me off. So call, hey, Happy New Year. Thank you. Hey, it's New Year. And I just kick back, man. They don't even respond, man. You'll see. Why some of you guys' phone ring, man? They're gonna call you and wish you a happy new year.
Yep.
There's some people are so damn superstitious, man. I've heard all kind of tells. You can't allow a woman to come into the house before a man on the new year, or you're gonna have bad luck the entire year. I've heard it all, man. I've heard it all. Very superstitious.
Hey, Dog, what do those Egyptologists read? Like, what is their source of knowledge?
They got their source of knowledge from the Edomite, because they can't read the hieroglyphics. That's a dead language. So Esau claims to be able to interpret it. So they're getting all their knowledge from Esau.
Wow.
Yep. That's a dead language, man. It's the thing. Hebrew's not a dead language. Hebrew's still around. But that right there, man, that's a dead language. Well, folks, I think I'm going to shut it down, man. Marty Ma, save that ammunition. No one came tonight but two days.
I don't have nothing right now.
Yeah, Marty Ma, man. Keep your dog off the street for New Year, man. So
Absolutely. That's right, Kahan. Shoot, I'm just, I'm keeping it close, man. Keeping it close to the house.
Never know, man, what kind of nuts are out there, man.
Already, I don't be shooting my shit in there, but I got them all oiled up, all up, them all ready to go. You know, just keep my shit. Keep my stuff that way I sleep good. You know, keep my guns around.
Any of you, man, 25 cents that someone by tomorrow is going to contact you and say Happy New Year. They're going to call you, or they're going to text saying Happy New Year, cousin, or Happy New Year, and so forth.
Oh, yeah.
Even though you don't celebrate.
I already get the Happy New Year text, and I'm just over here just bobbing and weaving. Bobbing and weaving.
I may have some also. My phone's muted. So with that, man, we're going to say shalom, man. Everyone be safe, man. Everyone be safe, man. Shalom.